I don't know.
Wow.
So
Hey, give us a thumbs up or something if you can
The-
hear. Or yeah,
they could hear the intro. Oh,
I hear sound now.
Well, we have sound.
whatever you
Do
did.
we have sound now?
Whatever you just did it.
Okay, cool. I don't know what I did.
Don't
I
undo
can't.
what you did.
I'm not gonna undo it because I don't know
Don't
what I did.
undo it.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
undo
Whoa,
it.
Whoa, Jesus.
Don't
Christ.
undo it.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
It's-
Ashley said sound.
We have sound. Okay, cool.
We have
Let me
sound.
dial back some levels here.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Very
We came in
careful.
real live right
Very,
there.
yeah, very carefully.
Woo, boy.
Very carefully bring some levels a little bit down.
Very carefully.
He has no idea what he did, but he did it. So, yep. Welcome everybody.
Oh my God! This
Go ahead
is
and
so
tag. Go
weird.
ahead and tag the episode since we've hour late.
Yeah. Hour late.
Thank
we-
you
Yeah.
for the echo.
What echo?
You.
Me.
What episode are we on, Devin? Why don't you tell
We
him?
are on episode 170. It is May 16th, 2023. This is the Frustration Unlimited podcast. And in case you were wondering, for the last hour, we have been very frustrated.
Very frustrated. It's called FU for a reason.
Yes, because we were very freaking
Yes,
up.
it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So, as some of y'all may or may not know, we got a new board. This is a Roland VR 4HD.
Who the fuck is Roland?
Who the fucking Rolly is fucking stupid.
That should be the sound effect every
Yes,
time.
Yeah.
Roland is stupid.
Anyway,
Roland is stupid. He's difficult.
anyways,
But anyways, I digress.
Okay.
Pinch Pope, you owe me a Coke.
So so we are going on a little bit late, but also we are on and we have a guest in the studio this evening. Devin, you have her intro, don't you?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh man,
All right, go ahead.
why don't you break it down?
We have Jessica Goldfield with us. Welcome to the Frustration Unlimited podcast, where we talk about all things self-love, empowerment, and personal development.
Do we really?
We do tonight. Only tonight, though. Only tonight, just so you were, in case you were wondering. Blah 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 blah. Tonight we're joined by a special guest, Jessica Goldfield, a certified life coach and empowerment mentor. Jessica is passionate about helping people live their best lives, and she believes the key to happiness is self-love and empowerment. In this episode, we will talk to Jessica about her journey, self-love and empowerment. We'll also be discussing topics such as
Common theme,
Self-love.
how to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Want me to do?
Not why.
How to deal with
Okay.
negative self-talk.
He didn't
Me?
proof,
Right here. Right here.
he didn't proofread the
Right here.
AI.
How to
I
overcome
know. Right
how to
here.
overcome anxiety and stress.
Right here. All of
this.
us. All of us. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We gotta
shit.
celebrate the small wins, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. How to improve your self-confidence, how to create a more positive mindset, how to manifest your dreams, and how to find your purpose in life.
Mm.
All right. So, Jessica, what's my purpose in life? Hey, you tell me.
I cannot do that.
Oh,
Only you can figure out what your purpose is.
Thank
Ah,
you.
fuck
Hey,
that.
man, whether you
No,
think
I'm
you
just
can
saying.
or you can't.
Shut
you're
up,
right.
Andy. I'm talking to her. All right. All right. Well, it's okay. You're a dick. Okay.
Look.
Yeah. F you. F you.
All
Yeah,
right,
whatever.
anyways.
All right. I don't have the questions up, so you got them up.
I mean, first, let's just go with the obvious. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
That's a good idea.
Well, I don't even know how far.
Where
back
were
here
you
we go.
born? What
Back in
State.
1978, I was born in Texas in a small
Okay.
town known as
All right, Gen
Stinkadena.
Xer.
Pasadena.
known as what?
Stinkadena.
Pasadena, Texas?
Stinkadena?
Pasadena.
Yeah,
That's
so
That's
we're
Pasadena,
Pasadena,
Texas.
You got it.
Yeah, Pasadena.
Yes.
Well, at least it wasn't California, so that makes it a little bit. That makes it a little bit better.
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But then I moved up this way in 2003. So I've been here ever since.
Okay.
Yep.
So what brought you up this way?
Life change. Had 2 children. Moved from one city. Wanted to get away, start something new, find something better. brought the kids up this direction, and I love it here. Met my husband, and that's where I'm at. So that's where I am.
How long you been married?
Almost 19 years.
Very good.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Good for you. Good
I
for
like it.
you.
I like it.
Good for you. Good for you. That's good.
So as far as like career, would that be the life coaching, or was that something that you just kind of fell into? Or
I fell into it actually. I've had other careers. Pretty much, I've been a stay-at-home mom a lot of my life,
Mhm.
but I fell into a mindfulness, and life coaching because I deal with high anxiety and panic attacks. But the stuff I deal with is more internal. And it's debilitating, and I basically system shut down. I can't function. I can't life, And so I started going through counseling and therapies and things to figure out, why am I so jacked up? How can I fix it? How can I prevent it? What are these triggers? Do I need medications? And I started learning so much. And then people started kind of coming to me with the same issues, saying, hey, tell me what why do you look different? Why are you happy? What's working for you? And I fell into the coaching that way, studying.
Yep.
And then that also got me into the spiritual work, the Reiki and the energy healing. And with all of those tools combined, I've been able to wean off a lot of my medications. Like I have not like a basket. No, not really.
people seriously
Not all, but
underestimate
a lot of
the power of mindfulness. Like it
Yeah.
legitimately, it's difficult. It's not easy by
It's
any means.
challenging.
It's very challenging,
Mhm.
and I'm not telling everybody out there to quit your fucking meds. That's
No.
not the message I'm trying to.
I am.
I'm not.
Xanax.
for sure.
Xanax.
No, I gotta tell
Xanax.
you,
Got
what,
fucking Tom
like-
Cruise over here.
Xanax.
It's a pseudoscience.
No, I still I highly recommend, if you need a medication, take it. Do
Yep.
not get off it without your doctors. Stay with your doctor. Always seek doctor help and treatment and get their opinions. That mixed with supplemental energy work, mindfulness, that's going to be a good thing for you.
Amen to that. Meditation is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So actually, like, speaking of kind of like life coach, I'm currently working towards kind of joining into that. We have a training team that basically they call it platinum leadership, but it's leadership skills for personal development. You see a lot of it like the old stuff would have been called like rapport, where they walked across hot coals and stuff. We can't do that, HR reasons, but it pushes your mind and it teaches you mindfulness. And I mean, the real work, as you know, is when you get out to life and you have to put it into practice every day. But actually, believe it or not, a couple of my friends are in town this week, and they're teaching a seminar over the next 3 days too. So now, do you have an organization around that, or do you have your own company, or how does that
It's
work?
me, myself, and I. Like I have my own business. It's House of Self, and I named it that because I just believe that the most important house that you have to manage and take care of is your whole body, whole body self. Because if you're not taking care of you, you cannot take care of anything or anyone else. So that's my thing. And it started with, the mindfulness, crystal therapy, energy. That's a whole nother modality of energy healing. And it's just me doing it.
Do you have the crystals throughout your home?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. I have them in my car. I'm wearing them. They're always around me. They ground me. It's another thing that, like, I'm wearing my tiger's eye, and it helps with anxiety.
Yeah.
I'd be bouncing all over the place if I didn't have my tiger's eye on. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. So
That's awesome.
Honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, it's different strokes for different folks too. But the energy that can be, as far as what you find in something, is also it's a positive, as long as you kind of trigger that positive mindset to it and don't be like, oh man, that's just bullshit or this and that. Well, of course, if you're going to be negative about it, you're going to get what you expect.
absolutely. It's intention driven. A lot of these things that people consider woo woo, it's just, that's a goofy word, but yeah, it's all intention driven. Like if I could have intentions put in this coaster and be like, this is my object of grounding. This is my trigger object to keep me sane. And, it could be whatever, but, crystals happen to have a vibrational resonancy to them, like a lot of things of matter that actually tune in with our body's energy field as well. So that kind of helps when you're wanting to ground and stabilize.
I'm
Anyone
learning.
else? Anyone else?
I'm gonna sit here
I'm
like
learning.
the coaster of
I'm
of
listening,
of
but I'm
grounding. What the
learning.
hell?
So
Yeah,
I'm
Patrick's
listening.
got a lot to learn.
She knows. I mean, she already knows.
Yes,
So
enlighten this guy
I'm
in the audience as well.
trying, yes.
so I heard a statement the other day because and through mindfulness and kind of the mindset of being positive and whatnot, and you may have heard this and know who I heard it from too once you hear it, but it's through gratitude, optimism is sustainable.
Mhm.
Is that, would you agree as far as approaching life with gratitude? Like if you let's put it to this way, like a physical example would be like you get something, you could have gotten something better, but the thing is you don't think about it like that. You still think about it like the positives of that gift. You know what I mean? Like a good example is like I should be like, man, now I'm drawing a blank.
Now
Grat-
who's the
I
nervous
feel-
one?
you have
yeah,
no
no.
brain. That's why.
Like no,
you're
I feel
blank.
like if you don't approach something with gratitude, of course it's going to seem shitty all the time.
I follow you.
That's
I feel
what
it.
I'm
I
saying.
agree 100%. And I think that you should honor the shitty things that happen to you as well, because you can't just. I don't believe in peace, love, and happiness all the freaking time. No,
Right.
bad shit's gonna happen, and you have to honor it. You have to be pissed off. You have to be angry. You have to do that and release it, because I do think that the universe is going to give you what you soak in. And if you're soaking in the optimistic and soaking in the positive, it's going to be like, this person needs this. So here it comes double fold, trifold, or whatever.
Mhm.
So if you're not having a majority of optimistic or optimism, you're going to get all the negative. So, let's see.
I try to
you are the
explain that
energy
to a
that
lot
you
of
want to
people.
attract. Yeah.
Shut up.
It's what you put out to the ether. If you put out negative vibes, and guess what? You're gonna get negative
lot,
vibes.
yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
All right.
Literally had this conversation
But
about 2 hours ago.
sometimes you have to put out that negativity. Like I had a massive fit just the other day. I had a pity party, but it's like you got to get that out,
Mhm.
and that's that. And I put more good out. You can't fall into the cycle of constantly putting the shit out, though. You
Yeah.
have to have that balance.
Yep.
and-
I
Plus,
agree.
like I know some people that like put a lot, like everything's negative, complain about everything, and then they wonder why negative stuff happens. And it's like, well, you're manifesting it because it's all you dwell upon.
Mhm.
It's all you think about. That's all you and you're just manifesting more negativity. To me, it's just like
So
I just laugh at it.
Yeah.
as
Of
far as
course.
honoring the shitty shit,
The
like
shitty
we
shit?
had to honor what the shitty shit that
What
happened
happened
tonight.
before? No.
You
But
got to recognize it, but you don't got to honor it.
but like
Well, I mean, I guess honoring the emotion.
Yeah.
I guess I should could have
Yeah.
phrased
I
that a
honor
lot
it by
better, but-
flushing it in the toilet.
Yeah,
That's
for
what I
Right.
sure,
do.
for sure.
you
Hello,
recognize
Barney.
it, you fail fast, and you get up and you dust off
Exactly.
and you hit positive. But Devin's heard me say like this before, and it's I'm not the first one to say this, but like situations happen in life, and a lot of those situations are negative. You can't stop those from showing up in life, but what you can control is how you show up in those situations. So it's like I said, it's just like you reap what you sow.
Mhm.
It's there. That phrase is older than us for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. I agree, Andy.
So
So, can you tell us
Wow,
about
I
your
agree.
journey to becoming a Reiki master and crystal practitioner?
Absolutely. I like I said, suffer from anxiety, and I do have some night terrors and some PTSD issues I deal with when I sleep. And the whole Reiki. I was honestly taking a shower one day, and I was just on my journey of trying to figure stuff out and get into energy work, mindfulness, and I'd never really, somewhere I must have heard the word because it was in my head and it kept popping up, Reiki. So I looked into it, and I understood that it was a kind of a meditative relaxation healing modality, stemming from Japan. It's rooted in, it's a Japanese style meditation. And so I looked really in deep to it, and I resonated heavily with it. And I started studying it, and that was been my thing that has been working for me. And again, friends were asking me to try these practices out on them, and they were noticing a difference. And the thing is, it's not a magical band-aid. It's not going to take your problems away, but it's going to get your body into a nice state of relaxation. So in the body itself, even if your mind's not relaxed, if your body's relaxed, it can start its own healing abilities. In essence,
Mhm.
it may not be a cure all for everything, but if your body's in a state of stress, you're not going to heal to its ability. Like you might stay sick longer if you're stressed the fuck out,
Mm.
Oh,
versus
that's
taking-
true. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's how I fell into it. And now, like you had said, it's like I'm addicted to it. You were talking about the sleep chamber.
Yeah, the
Stuff, yeah.
float chamber.
Yeah. And so
it's-
like now Reiki's my addiction. I do it daily.
I can appreciate that. But yeah, it's the as far as the Reiki, what can you explain for the audience? Like what kind of process is that kind of meditation? Like is
How
it,
does it work?
So how it works is if you're going to follow the lineage of like Usui Ryoko Reiki, and I'm going to botch the name and I apologize, but
It's okay.
that's
You're
how
American.
that's how you pronounce it. In tradition, you have to study it. You become a Reiki master teacher. You work with the symbols, and there is I'm just a conduit for the energy, so anyone has access to Reiki. Broken down, Rei means universal life, meaning everything has life to it. Energy, Rei means energy. So we all can tap into this universal life energy that is very healing. And I don't want to lose my train of thought. And it's like our bodies naturally have different energy wheelhouses and meridians or chakras within us.
Mhm.
So before you can do it for yourself, if you're following the tradition, you go see a Reiki practitioner or master that can do it for you, and they channel that energy into you. So we're not like magical healers or doctors or magicians or nothing. It's just, I'm just a channel, right?
Yeah,
if I
okay.
could heal, I
Yeah.
would heal everybody, believe me. I don't want no one ill. But you can do it yourself. There's things and energy work that you can study and do on your own if you just want to access energy, period. Like using energy of the earth, going outside and grounding, or sounding a little hippie, touching the trees, getting out in nature, planting a
Yeah.
garden. That's energy
I
work.
mean, I noticed like if I go to the lake, I'm like
Yes.
reset. If I camp or if I just am outdoors away from screens,
Yes, yeah.
it's like it's so
Right.
relieving. It's
Yeah.
so just like
So like you
Yeah.
had said, everybody's got their own thing. It just depends what modality you want to use.
I taught my 8-year-old son about grounding, and he's like, Dad, I got to go out and get grounded.
Oh,
And he'll go out and stand there, and I'll be like, son, you got to take your shirt off and you got to stand in the sun,
yes.
and then you got to soak it all in.
yep.
Yep. The sun is healing. Water is very therapeutic. Very therapeutic.
So speaking of,
Absolutely
what
it
are the
is.
different levels of Reiki?
Okay, so with the Usui Ryoho, there's a Reiki level 1, level 2, and level 3. Then your master teacher. So there's 4 levels there, but there's other branches and other styles which have it's broken down differently. And like I went through the 4 training levels myself. So
Okay.
Very cool.
yeah.
I was watching something about how different companies and stuff utilize the color in Reiki and stuff like that,
Mhm.
the different colors in their logos and stuff like that. You know, one like orange is supposed to be for like, lust, sexual side of things.
It is, yes.
And so
Yeah.
they Hooters, obviously, their
Yep.
logo's orange. And then another one for what is it? I think it's red or something like that, but it's in like Wendy's logo, McDonald's logo,
Yes.
and like all these different logos.
Yep.
And I'm like going, dude, they're like psychologically fucking with everybody.
Yeah, because the color red symbolizes your rooted
Rooted, that's it.
stability,
Yep.
survival, instinct.
Survival. Yep.
And
Is that the root chakra?
it is.
Yep.
Okay.
It is. I got him. I mean,
Yes.
that's my logo. I've
There
got
it
them
is.
all, like all the chakras right here. But yeah, so they use that like a color therapy, but they're playing with your emotions too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that instinct of what you
Like,
think
I
you
do
need.
that enough on my own.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
You don't need that added in there.
Yeah, it's funny because like when I was in college, I was in advertising, marketing, and that sort of
Mhm.
stuff. And so one of the things they taught us was all about like the subliminal messages and all that sort of stuff, and how advertising agencies and stuff utilize those different things to
Yeah.
basically sell product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh yeah.
But it's just interesting because it's all based from this.
hmm
You know,
It's almost not fair. It's like a crappy thing for them to do. Like we have enough playing with us. Like now they're going to go and do it.
And they're sitting there counting their money right now, like, oh well, life not fair.
Make it rain.
Especially Mickey D's. So I've never seen any obvious dangers or anything around meditation in general. Have you ever heard of any risks around Reiki or any form of meditation before? Have you ever heard any of anything like that?
it's not really a risk, but more of a disclaimer. If somebody tries to use it to replace any sort of doctor care for anything, any reasons of the body, yes, there's a risk because you're not you're going against your doctor's orders and you're not probably getting the what your body really, really needs. I like to look at it as more of a supplemental instead of a main cure-all. It's not really a cure-all. Your body needs more too than just the meditation.
That's a really good take on the risks. I like how you like it because that's also kind of a warning. Like this isn't a cure-all.
Yeah.
This
Right.
isn't like, hey, you're just gonna wake up the next day and be like, ooh, everything's back to rainbows and unicorns. Like, no, it takes work, and like she said, it's medical
layered.
advice is
Yeah.
medical advice.
Yeah, and the amount of work that some people need, it's layered like an onion. Some people need this, some need that, but there's just so many layers to it.
Yeah.
And, this is just a piece of it.
The onion of life.
The onion of life. I don't know where I get this from. Like the coaster of grounding, the onion
Yeah.
of life. Like this is gonna be fun.
No. Let's see. So, like on your journey to becoming a Reiki master, as far as where you're at and what you are, I mean, what was there anything super challenging around it? Like, what did you feel was most challenging about it?
There was a lot of things that I didn't realize were in my own way of my healing path, and I had to make some really difficult choices of things to cut out, things that were not serving me or serving my highest good or purpose.
Mhm.
That included people, lifestyle, dietary things. It was an entire whole self cleanse, self system cleanse is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So for me, that was the most challenging thing. And then honoring what my body and mind needed and honoring emotions. I think for about 4 years, I went through complete apathy and I had a hard time feeling.
Really?
I shut all the feelings off and I was very robotic, and I could vocalize, I feel sad for you, but I didn't feel sad for you. I love you, but I don't feel those happy hearts and butterflies. Like it was real
Yeah.
challenging. I went through some depression and the anxiety and everything. And it's like, it took a long time for me to open those things up. And that's when I realized doing the energy work with the Reiki, I was able to open up those channels to allow, I started with self-love. So starting with self-love, I was like, I have to love myself enough to heal me before I can be present.
That's a legitimate.
I think everybody needs to
Diagnosis.
follow that advice.
When you said you went into, you said in a state of apathy, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't feel any feelings.
So, I mean, was that something you took practice to get into, or was that something easy for you because of just that was something you were able to
It started as a defense mechanism
do? Okay.
for over years. And like I would just slowly stop feeling a certain thing because I didn't have the time to deal with it.
Right.
I was a young mom, 2 kids, trying to work, trying to do this and that and that. And I didn't have time for fucking feelings. Like I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to feel.
Fucking feelings.
Fucking feelings. I still to
Those
this day.
damn
Those
feelings.
fucking feelings, they
I do.
always get
Shit.
way.
Yeah.
Those fucking feelings.
Okay, well,
I'm
damn.
telling you what, like.
So, with you being able to do that,
Yes.
do you consider yourself an empath or not an empath?
Oh no, I'm an empath, but I
Okay.
closed all the channels. And the thing that was most difficult was once I closed them and I didn't allow myself access, opening those back up was so challenging because I basically iron locked them closed because I had told myself and I told the universe, I'm through feeling. I just need to robotically get through. I just need to do life, do the stuff, go to bed, repeat. Fucking feelings. Like I don't need them, And so
I feel you
It's
on
just
that.
Like I wish I could. Like I'm an empath horribly, and I feel everything. And there's some shit out there I wish I just didn't.
yeah.
Like I'm good. You know
It's
what? I'm good.
hard.
I don't have that switch. Like my heart is on my sleeve at all times.
I understand. And so after
That sucks.
So, what does
don't
it feel like to have a heart?
it sucks
Hey,
sometimes.
hey,
It's
I have a
always
heart.
too,
I have it.
like-
I tell you
I
what.
have
So
a
tell
heart.
me about this experience.
I have a
What is
large.
this?
I have a large team at work that would run through a brick wall for me. So I tell
Yeah.
you what. It's
Well,
like
if
to
I
leave
was
a
on
heart,
your
so-
team, I wouldn't even waste my
no,
time.
you'd run through the salt shaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I'll run through
on
the
all your
salt.
food.
Yeah,
Every statement that you make.
So funny thing.
Yeah,
when-
whatever, Andy. Shut up. Go ahead, Jessica.
Thank you. No, when
Sorry,
I
my
met,
fault.
I got into acting to get back into touch with my feelings. And so the opposite happened. I went from feeling nothing. And that's when I met Patrick too, was back in the acting days.
Right.
I went from feeling nothing to feeling everything, and it was oversensitizing. So then I went to having my heart everywhere externally, and then all
Pink
my
picture, pink picture,
emotions.
So
were,
you shut it
Picture.
off around the time you met him, or you?
I was trying to, through therapy, they had suggested getting into acting and if working through characters'
Yeah.
emotions before my own to see what surfaces.
I can see why somebody like
Yeah.
him would make you want to shut off your emotions. So I guess so.
But at
we
the
have to do it
same
every
time-
Tuesday.
What the fuck? Really?
It's a great sound effect.
Anyways,
I
digress.
Shut up.
But then I started feeling everything over intense. My emotions were every emotion was so intense. Love, hate, anger, mad, like happy, joy. And then I had to find the balance. And then that's when I stopped the acting because everything was overwhelming. And I'm like, it drove my anxiety up through the roof. Acting did, even though I loved it and I still miss it.
Yeah.
But then I started finding the balance. And then I met a really dear friend of mine who taught me about mindfulness and honoring feelings. That's what I mean. Like honor the shitstorms, honor it all, give it its presence, give it its minute, throw your fit for a day or 3. Don't get stuck in that cycle and then move the fuck on, move out of it. And so I've been practicing that. So I can sort of in a way shut it off and on when I give myself that grace to feel what I need to feel versus setting it aside for a later date that I'm not going to get to.
So
it could be done.
So when we were doing that one
Mhm.
with Juliana Briscoe
Yes.
and Mila McCoy or whatever, when we were doing what?
I was looking at Lindsay's comment.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw.
was like,
I
sitting here
saw
going, wow.
I saw that. I saw that,
Yes.
and I'm not saying
He's
nothing.
totally gonna sprinkle
I'll-
salt
so-
in my casket. He will too. He'll be like "Shh, shh, shh," in front of
I'll
everybody.
do it to yours.
Yeah,
Anyway,
on mine.
Yeah, and I know that you'll do it to
And-
do it to me. Hold on, Andy. I got to finish this question
But
right
she
quick.
was. I'm just saying. Lindsay agreed with you earlier. She's like about shutting
Oh.
stuff off.
Oh,
She's like,
thank
"Oh,
you.
that's how I am. I completely like."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know
she's-
somebody else that can shut stuff off too a little bit. But anyway, I'm not getting into that. So when we were doing that one project or whatever, now I forgot what I was going to say.
It's old
So-
age.
It's old age. It really is.
What was it? Was it when we were sitting down at the table together?
Yeah,
and
when
it
we were
was a
doing a
script you had
table,
wrote?
yeah,
Yes.
when we were doing a table read and all that, and we were, I mean, how did you feel then? I mean, when
So,
when
that-
we were doing Life in Motion.
That was me harnessing a character to funnel things that I couldn't feel in my real life out into that character.
Right.
So I could get those feelings and emotions working and flowing.
Yeah.
Acting was my only outlet to feel. Mostly. Like I could feel certain things
Yeah.
for certain, like my children and my family.
Honestly, looking back, I could see that.
Yeah. I was definitely
Because
just
I
kinda-
remember because I remember all I
I was
remember
a
all
shell,
of it.
kind of a shell.
Yeah, I remember all of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, just looking back and everything, and of course it all fell apart after
It's okay.
everything happened. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So it might have been a good thing. So, didn't really care to
Natalie had a good
work
point
with
about
one person. So,
going along the lines of like getting frustrated and upset and that sort of stuff. Having an outlet, because a lot of people bottle that stuff up. So any recommendations and stuff to not bottle it
Yes.
up?
Yeah, you have to find out what works for you and what works. I mean, there's not a general answer for anyone to use blanket statement wise.
Right.
Like for me, it's different. It depends on my mood. What am I bottling up? Like, am I angry? Something that I use to release for anger is not the same when I'm overjoyed and I need to dial it down a minute. So when I've got ugly feelings, like I got ugly feelings, like stuff like when I need to ugly cry and be mad, I'm in Krav Maga and I'm in a self-defense class. It's one of the
You
most
take Krav Maga.
That's
I'm-
your outlet. There you go.
I am a level
Scoot
1
over.
practitioner.
Like I'm,
No, I'm gonna toot my horn because I've come a long way.
that's a
I'm a,
very like injury
well,
causing
well, look
martial
at my
art.
bruises. Yeah, so I am a
shit's no
level
joke.
1
Got some guns,
practitioner
too.
working on level 2. I do, thank you. And but that's my outlet. Like anytime I need to go and release, I need to hit. I need to get
Yep.
thrown. I need to throw people. I
You know,
need
it's
to
funny.
wrestle.
That's why I got into boxing. That exact reason.
Same thing. I've got to
Oh,
hit the,
so
I've gotta hit
so
the bag.
invigorating.
You know,
But like even to practice Krav
Uh-huh.
Maga, you have to you have to get injured. Like it.
Yeah,
it
and I
hurts.
love it. That's
don't feel-
that's kind of
don't
twisted.
feel
My
good at
husband
all.
knows. Like I'm like, if I miss a day or two, he knows you need to go to the mat. I'm like, I do. I love to get thrown around because as a woman in self-defense,
What woman
let
doesn't?
me tell you. Well,
She comes into the living room.
No, it's
She
it's
comes into the
bracing.
living room and she just sees him after 2 days. She's like,
I
drop
need
it
to-
off.
Now!
It's true. It is true. And not only that, both my daughters take it, so he can't win.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's-
man,
Is
she's-
he not
God.
taking it?
Oh
No, he
God,
hides
I
from
feel
us.
sorry for
Oh,
him.
shit. Poor guy.
But
Get him some BJJ classes or something, like some
That's what I was
jiu-jitsu
thinking.
or
He's like, he's got to do.
some kind of MMA. Like shit.
so the symbolism for me getting thrown around the bigger guy. I wrestle guys
Protect
with
your
like
jewels.
I wrestle guys your size a lot. Everybody has a different size, but I like to go to the bigger guys because they throw me down the hardest, and it represents symbolically to me is a storm coming. And it's like if
Somebody's
I can
over there
brace,
shaking her head.
I know. You could go like so many directions with this, but honestly,
And
it's like it's symbolic.
Andy's like, I gotta take a sweet shot. I'm just gonna go ahead and like, no
Let's ju-
jokes
okay,
tonight.
Pass the shots. No.
Terrible jokes.
Symbolically, I feel like if I can physically handle what's coming at me physically
Mhm.
with physical strength, then my emotional and my mental strength is going to follow suit. So it's important for me to go to my self-defense classes because that's my outlet.
Mhm.
So you have to find what you like. It doesn't, everybody's energy comes out different.
Right.
So like you like to go to the lake, right? Yeah. So
My humor energy is just going like, if it was these two dudes and we were having this
Have fun.
conversation,
Hey.
the shit the flying out of my mouth,
do
like
it. Hey, let it fly. There's no hold back with me. Patrick knows. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
I'm good.
I
Like
know.
just let it out. It's
Not on
fine.
me. Fuck you. Not on
Look,
me.
they're both pointing at each other.
No. Not on me.
I like to wrestle the
I
little
say
guys.
that I can promise I'm not going to get caught in that crossfire. You stay there. Like we're
Oh,
good.
that's hilarious.
He likes
The
to
one
have
time the
bigger people
quad
throw
screen-
him around too.
Shut up, Andy.
That's
before I fucking
everybody.
Plant your head in the fucking wall. Don't and
Just
I'll
make
be
sure
able to
you
do it.
sprinkle some extra salt when you do.
Yeah.
Just
He's like Salt Bay.
Oh, gosh.
what that.
Salt Bay.
Yeah.
Oh
Man.
man.
Y'all didn't even notice I'm wearing my salty shirt.
Oh yeah, he is.
See, I'm
Oh,
wearing my
yeah,
salty
nice.
shirt. See? Okay. All right. So fuck you, Andy. Ass.
Salty crew.
Fuck you.
He's the OG.
Shit. All right.
So going back to the topic at hand,
Okay.
what are some common questions you get with like people asking about Reiki and stuff like that?
The most common question is, what is it? And I kind of went over that already.
Yeah, yeah.
And then how does it work if it's they think it's massage and it's not massage.
Right.
Some masters might lay hands and like touch surface or whatever, but it's not a massage. And again, like everything, it's like you have to be willing to have an open mind. If your energy is going to get moved regardless. I mean, think about magnets. I mean, some people, like I'm very magnetic, like I was telling you off electronics.
Yeah, she done fucked up the equipment and the whole entire show. It's her fault. Reason why we're late.
I did. Y'all, I was texting my husband and I was like, they're never going to invite me back. I could show you the text. Like I legit was like, I think I broke their shit. But
Yeah, literally like no apps were working. Like
Yeah.
nothing.
so,
I
you
don't
know,
know. That's crazy.
That was pretty crazy.
I thought Reiki, was like the Zen garden, and you use that little Reiki.
that's true. And you know what? No, seriously, when I was thinking of that
encourage
word,
me.
No,
Don't encourage us.
I have to
Stupidity.
encourage this because I was on that same wavelength. I was thinking like, what the
It's a
fuck?
Reiki.
Like
It's a
Reiki,
Reiki.
what? You know?
Oh, it's the
Look at the
sands.
little Reiki.
Look at the little Reiki.
yeah.
You know what they're gonna start calling me? Little
What?
Reiki now. That's what they're gonna start calling me.
Well,
Well, that
Little,
could be my nickname. 'cause
little-
I'm a
little
Reiki
salty
practitioner. Little
that's
salty
what
Reiki.
little salty Reiki.
You stay little salty and I'll be little Reiki because I'm the one that does it. So
Okay.
Yes.
unless you want to learn, I could teach you.
He needs all the help he can get. Help him, please.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe.
Even the audience agrees. Please help
Please
this
help
poor
Patrick.
man.
No,
He'll
no.
be
she-
less salty this
oh
way.
my god, she knows. I mean, she knows what my anxiety is like.
Yeah.
I mean, we sat on the phone what about
Almost an hour. Like,
hour and a
and a
half.
half,
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up,
That's
Andy.
what his anxiety sounds like.
Yeah, like an hour and
Yeah.
a half or
was
whatever.
wild.
Yeah, talk. See, look, these motherfuckers won't even pay attention.
I'm laughing. We're not even talking.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Anyway, what we were talking about was that we we were on the phone for about an hour and a half talking about all of it. I mean, we pretty much didn't we pretty much get caught up on everything or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if she can help me, fine. I mean, I need all the help I can get.
The biggest thing I love to do for people, and I just adjusted my website some, I kind of got off of straight just mindset coaching because I found I was getting a little bit frustrated, and as a coach, I didn't want to be in that space getting frustrated with people who didn't want to follow through helping themselves. And I
Right.
had a hard time disconnecting from the fact that I did my part. I went my distance.
Mhm.
Now it's up to them.
Yeah.
But I had an issue with them coming back, some of the people coming back and saying, well, that didn't work. It's not working. I'm like,
Mhm.
well, did you try this, that, and that? It's not working. And the thing is, I'm not a licensed counselor, but what I do is I like to uncover and discover. And that's what I do with Reiki. Emotions will come up. And if you're already seeing a therapist or a counselor and you're at a stagnant standstill and you don't know what else to talk about at your next session, it's sometimes good to start digging. And then when you discover something, whatever comes out of our session, you take to them and they go further with you. And I like that. I like doing that a lot better. So I just kind of restructured my practice a little bit. And, if somebody doesn't know, a lot of people get intimidated going to see a counselor for the very first time. They don't know what to talk about.
Mhm.
And so if you have a starting place and you unbury a couple things and take those to your counselor, at least you can go in with some confidence of, I have an identified problem here versus I'm here, I'm fucked up and I don't know what I need help
Oh,
with.
I got a
You get what I'm
lot. I
saying?
got
No,
a
like-
lot to talk
How much
about.
time you
Let me
got?
tell you. Let me tell you, I
Well,
got a lot
so-
to talk about.
So if one would want to have one of your, like have a session, I mean, do you have a website?
I
This is
do.
like shameless self-promotion. So the name of the game
Yes,
here.
it's
like,
houseofself.net. And so I do have a website. Right now I'm working online only through Zoom or whatever, even with the distance healing. In theory, energy work knows no time or space, so it's not bound by those laws.
Mm.
And if I know you personally, I will let you come into my home. I do have an office, the whole treatment table, everything.
Okay.
And I'm kind of looking for a studio or a space to lease that is not an arm and legs. I only work part time, like with
it's-
in-person
yeah,
stuff. Like
Any rent anywhere is.
I'm not
is,
doing
you
it
know.
right now, but like I said,
I wouldn't let him in your house.
my husband works from home too, so I don't like if it's somebody I know or a friend of a personal friend. He's home, and
Oh,
I know
yeah.
Krav Maga. No one's gonna fuck with me.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
kidding. Don't come
Trust
at
me,
you
everything
know?
like that's
I'm-
some scary martial arts
No.
right there, man. That'll fuck you
Honestly,
up.
let me tell you something funny. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, my Achilles heel with the whole Krav Maga thing, and I do have a fear that I'm addressing right now, and I feel like if I put it out there to the world, I have to tighten up on it and get over it. But I am afraid of getting picked up off my feet. So when I'm lifted in the air, I freeze, and you can't do that in life. You
Like a
can't.
possum?
Yes, I've just
Patrick's
done.
favorite animal.
I play dead. No.
You would have to say possum.
I would.
I hate possums. I hate possums. I can't stand them.
I like them. Actually, I feed them. I have some living under
Oh my
deck.
god.
They're-
I like possums too. They make great pets.
No, they don't. They don't make great pets.
I want to get a possum and name
See,
it
y'all are
Salty.
making me.
Oh.
Name it Salty.
Why do you?
The Salty Possum.
Why? Oh my god!
So many sound bites for Patrick.
Shut the fuck up. I hate possums. I hate possums.
So since we, a lot of the questions have centered around Reiki, I think we should do a couple more and then maybe go into the tarot area of it, because I know there's some audience members out there excited about
Oh,
that. I know these
yes.
two are excited about it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
as far as advice that you would actually give to someone who's interested in learning Reiki, not just the meditation part, but also wanting to be a facilitator or a
Oh,
mentor of it,
yes.
what would
Okay.
you give to somebody like that?
Start reading up about it. Like there's so many branches and there's so many different ways. There's so many different energy healing modalities. I would start reading all up about it. Go to Google too. I know Google has everything, but like start digging, go down that rabbit hole and see which one
Chat
aligns with you.
GPT, guys.
Definitely. Like see which one resonates the most with
Yeah.
you. And then if you want to do it just for yourself, like you can teach yourself it. If you want to be a practitioner, find somebody that is licensed to or certified to get you certified as well.
Very cool. Very cool. Real quick, speaking of chat GPT,
Yeah.
I had to write something today.
Yes.
and I ran it through GPT to make it HR friendly.
Nice.
And this is what I actually patted myself on the back with this, because it only changed 2 sentences in the entire thing. I was
Hey,
like,
you know what?
"Holy
You know
shit."
what? You know what? There's only 2 people in here that cares. Okay, that's those 2, and I don't give a shit. Okay,
Patrick never gives a shit.
I don't give a shit.
That's why.
There you go. There you go. Fucking salt. Whatever. Okay.
No, actually, I had this conversation earlier today.
But
'Cause somebody was
squirrel.
going to Google something, and I was like, "Well, understand the first 5, 6 listings are going to be ads.
Yes.
That's the problem with Google. You can't go to it for information and try to learn something because you're going to get fed what they want you to
Mhm.
see and what pays their bills.
Yeah.
And that's the whole problem with this whole internet. And they actually say that this is the dead internet,
Mhm.
which is what I went to Austin for, was Web 3.0. So all of that stuff is going to change.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I like ChatGPT, because it doesn't give you buy this product,
Oh,
and
that's
all this
good.
shit.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
literally gives me the answer. That's all I want. I just want the answer.
Yeah.
I don't want
found-
any fluff.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I found a lot of my information in other spiritual leader blogs, but
Mhm.
even with their blogs, there's advertisements.
Yep.
But that you have to go down that rabbit hole and dig and dig and dig. And then from there, I went and got books, and I just,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're
There's
right.
no advertising in
No.
books,
No.
hopefully.
I don't think so.
God.
Maybe digital.
Campbell's labels are in there and shit.
No.
There's a Nissan flyer in there.
I would be so pissed if that was the case. Like you can't escape it.
Well, it's kind of funny when you think about it, because like old school, we used to go back to books to look up anything. I mean, when I was growing up, I don't know about you, like we had encyclopedias and we had dictionaries. You like literally, if you didn't know something, and now it's like you don't know something, you flip to Google, and then it's like, okay, well, half the shit you can't even trust. Exactly. It's like
No,
there's no verification.
Wikipedia said it's true.
Oh, Wikipedia can be changed by anybody.
I know.
It can be. Yeah.
That's what's so funny about it. No, I saw it on Wikipedia.
Just
Shut
as
the
a case in
fuck
point,
up.
I am an inventor of 3D beer pong, according to Wikipedia.
Okay, that's
It's
cool.
my claim to fame.
Sorry.
Damn, you all right, brother? Don't get all choked up on my 3D beer pong.
It's stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Those aren't jingle bells.
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
right.
Enough with the fucking salt, man.
Do we want to get into tarot reading?
Sure. Why not? Do Devin first.
So
right.
before we
Yeah. Do Devin first because
Not just get into
I gotta
tarot
go.
reading.
I gotta break the seal.
let them know
Yeah. Walk us through. Give us
or
the
how you got
Yeah.
into
Hey.
it.
how you
and-
got. Yeah.
Okay,
We talked
so
about Reiki, and then now this is obviously a new
it's a
segment,
different
new
thing.
segue. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
absolutely.
Go for
Hey,
it.
So-
how about switching to them so I can
God, you're fucking so extra.
what?
Just let the blank chair be.
Okay.
there.
Okay. I'll let the blank chair be
Let's
there.
not mess with anything on this thing again.
No, I don't. No,
Don't
don't stop,
anything.
Devin. Stop. It don't
After
matter.
the night we
They,
had,
c-
no.
they can see all my bullshit in the background.
There we go.
Oh, it's pride jet. That's what that is.
So what I actually do is oracle cards. I do have a tarot deck, but I'm not completely versed in tarot yet.
Okay.
I'm learning. And the only thing, oracle cards are more a general guidance. They kind of make you look in and decipher what that meaning means to you, whatever the cards pull. How does that resonate with whatever situation you're going in?
Okay.
And the way my daughter, she's a tarot reader, and maybe she could come on sometime, my oldest one.
Hell yeah.
But so tarot is more direct. You ask a direct question, you're going to get some direct info back at you.
Mhm.
And so I'm still learning all of that, and I didn't bring that because one, I don't want to look like a jackass. I don't know what I'm doing,
I already-
and I don't want to be dishonest with it either.
I
So-
already feel better about the oracle because, like, I don't like you said, I like keeping the mindset, the mindfulness
Mhm.
around it, and I feel like that's more what that is. Tarot, like, I don't want to be that person that a dark card, whether it's death or something else along the lines, gets pulled, and then for some reason I let that change my mindset.
You're
about things.
right. I could tell you something though about the death card and the dark cards. A lot of the times, honestly, I'm just going to come out and say it. I was trained and believe that those cards simply mean something is going to shed and something's going to be reborn. It does not in the metaphysical world, the death card, come at me if you want, but it doesn't mean you're about to die. It doesn't mean the
Okay.
Grim Reaper's waiting at your doorstep. So, but like again, everyone in the metaphysical place has their own thoughts and opinions, but everyone that I know that messes with them has said that no, it's symbolic of something shedding. Even
Okay.
this deck has a death card. It does. And it doesn't mean your time's up. It just means you're about to go through a big ass change and you're about to shed a lot.
And and that's the other thing is like, I don't want to, like, I want that change to be like a surprise and not be like, I knew it. They told me it was going to happen, or no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad because she
about it.
said it would, and I'm trying to blame somebody.
Yeah, it's an organic change too.
Okay.
And then there's no time frame. Like I could pull cards right now and it doesn't mean this is happening right now, but something could be coming in the future. If it doesn't, they say take what resonates now and leave the rest because it might have meaning later.
Okay.
So
have you heard of like the Greeks? They use like coffee grounds and coffee cups. Can you tell me a little bit? Do you know anything about that?
I've heard of it, and I think it's really interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it, but they read the grounds and stuff. It's
so
kind of like when some people will read twigs, like they throw the sticks out or the runes, the little stones. It's just another way to do readings.
Okay.
And a lot of it is still through energy and intuition and stuff too.
Yeah, because my buddy's mom, what?
They sprinkle the coffee grounds in there, right? And
Dude, it was.
On, it's like, is that Jesus? Hold on.
Oh, smiley
is
face.
that fucking Patrick with him?
Do y'all see me laughing? I'm
Oh,
smiling.
I see you laughing on the inside.
Fuck you, Devin.
Sorry.
I got to
Anyways,
laugh.
back to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, so my one of my best friends growing up, whatever, his mom actually did the coffee ground reading and stuff, and she was like saying something, and I'll never forget. Obviously, that's why I'm bringing it up. She's like, "You're gonna be doing something with cameras and cameras all around you," and I'm like going, "Fuck." She was right.
Devin's like, damn it, it fucking took a long time.
It took a long ass time, but I mean, I was in film
I know.
and modeling and acting and all that sort of stuff. So
Modeling.
yes. Back in my skinnier years, fuck you, asshole.
No.
Modeling.
Yes. Hey.
Oh yeah, the
Every
this.
headshot Devin's ever.
This.
My GQ pose, motherfucker.
This.
Check out the handsome blue eyes.
Yeah, let's do all the poses.
Oh, right.
that's funny.
Or like,
You never know. And like with everything, some things will resonate, and sometimes it's a hit or a miss. So and it's always a supplement. Like every second, I believe in the universe, every single second something can change. So whatever, any reading you do, whether it's tea leaves, coffee grounds, anything, it's anything can change that. Just because it's stated there could be an effect that changes that course. So I say take it all with a grain of salt.
okay.
I mean, I use it daily. I pull my own cards. I take them with a grain of I'm sorry. But
I was
take
waiting
it
for
and
Andy's
then-
like grain of salt. What?
My bad.
All right, Jessica, you know what? You're jumping on their fucking side.
Anyway,
I like her. I like
Yeah.
her already.
Yeah.
She's a great guess.
But I'm just being honest.
The
you
one
know?
tradition that Patrick takes is with salt.
Oh.
That's the one tradition that
You know what? At least I can take the shit. So whatever, I don't
I
care.
can take a shit too. I mean, it's a bodily function.
I got multiple
Okay, I'm
toilets.
done.
Anyway,
I'm done.
Okay.
You're dumb.
Oh.
Did you just say you're dumb?
I said I'm done.
Oh, look at
We need to
Pouty
We
Patrick.
need to get Anthony to fucking 3D print that right there.
I know, right? Anthony, can you 3D print this right now? There you go.
So
That too.
pissed off the
All right,
dome.
go ahead.
So
All right.
we digress. Sidetrack squirrels. This is part
Tarot.
of
So give us the
Oracle.
Oracle. Sorry. So
Okay.
what is the difference? Okay, let's go there.
Yeah,
What is the
okay.
difference? Because we kind of
So Oracle, like I was saying, is more general life guidance. It wants you to dig and relate. How does this resonate? Where tarot is gonna kind of slap you in the face with information you may or may not be ready to receive. That's it in a nutshell.
got you.
That's every day for me. You know
Every
what
time
I'm
he looks in the mirror, he's like,
So-
ah,
No, that's not. No.
that's information I am not ready to receive.
That's information I don't even want to fucking know or hear. So whatever.
Amen, brother.
Anyways,
Right there with you.
That's
So,
funny.
Go
whatever.
ahead.
All right, go ahead. Devin first.
All right. So
Devin first.
See, look, I'm excited.
Devin, you better be paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Pay attention.
okay, you can either tell me when to stop, or I can stop when I feel it's time and flip one.
I'll start it. You have a card here. It looks like your mother. Devin.
You got me that one. That one took the window.
That was a good
Okay.
one.
We have got
Sorry. Damn.
patience.
Oh, you got
After today,
Oh my god.
Devin.
That's one thing I do not have.
No, you don't have
you
that.
Demonstrated.
so
You did not cuss a lot. Like we were cussing, but they weren't like, "Fuck! I can't fucking figure out what the fuck is going on with this fucking thing."
So this is actually a strong symbol of you're gonna have to tap into some strong patience here and utilize it. Yeah. So I mean, walking into what I witnessed, this is on par. I don't know what else to say. Like, you got the right one here.
Woo.
I
So
feel like
Yeah.
if it was the three of
hold
us,
on to
that card would not have been.
I'm gonna
like
hang
whatever.
on that little bit
yeah.
that I
I'm just
got.
gonna tell you to hold on to what you got. Yeah, hang on to that little bit. You might need it over the next few days here. So
Hold your sin, bro.
I know some
Hold it.
people that drive my patience.
Fuck you, Devin.
I'm not talking about you, Patrick.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
just happened to look over
Sorry,
there.
He
Devin.
didn't say mental patience.
Fuck you, Andy. You know what? Never mind. I'm not saying nothing.
All right, my bad. My
I'm
bad.
not
All right,
saying. I'm
okay.
not saying nothing.
All right,
I
we're
ain't
still on
saying
Devin.
shit.
So I got to do this again? Or
if
do
you
this?
want to, we could keep going, and
So,
I could
okay,
do a
so-
spread. Or
Yeah,
I
get
could-
rid of the patience part.
So when it comes to oracle cards, do you just draw as, or because I've seen what they do with tarot is how they lay them out, and this
It's
and that,
same.
and they
So,
speak.
Yeah, I have spreads I can do.
Do you want me
I
to-
could do a
I
3
can
card.
give you the
I don't
desk.
need a lot of room. I could do a 3-card spread, which represents past, present, and future, which means that
Ooh.
it's stuff that you have to let go of. Patience would be an example of
Yeah, I got to let
what
go
you
of
need
that
to
patience.
focus on in the
Oh,
like in the
sorry.
present time, and then what you
Let
need
go
to
of the patience.
how you need to welcome in something from the future. So I can do that here, and again, you can tell me to stop, and I will lay them down in order, or I can just pull for you. So,
Pull for me since I pulled the last time.
okay. Let's see. So past, present, and
She's gonna
future.
pull that one card. Asshole.
Manifest it, Devin. Manifest
Okay.
it, bro. If you believe, it'll happen.
If you believe.
All right.
It will
So we
change.
have for the past. I'll explain it here. And it's explorer. So and then we're gonna do present tense. What do you need to focus on here right now?
So this is past. You said.
Yes, that's gonna be the past, which is the
Past
explorer
is
card.
explorer, just so the
Mhm.
audience knows.
Motherfucker has been
And
all over the
then
fucking world.
self-love is current, which ties into patience. So that's tripping me. That's fun. Okay.
I'm getting cold.
I feel like Devin does
Then-
love himself a lot.
Fuck you, Andy.
Upcoming.
What? Self love?
yeah. So for the incoming future is withdrawal. So the explorer for the past, here's something where whatever situation you may find yourself like around, or whatever thoughts keep reoccurring, or feelings, or just I don't know why I feel like the word annoyances, whatever annoyance blockages are happening. If you have any with you, you may want to visit your past and explore some things that may have worked for you and carry it into your present time. And tying into self-love. And it's funny because this one's tying in with the patience. Is that me thumping? Don't let yourself, don't be mad at yourself. Like, don't get angry or frustrated with yourself if stuff's not working out. It's probably not you. It's probably things out of your control, mimicking stuff you might be doing. And so
Fuck both you assholes.
Like, I hope you're laughing because it's
Fucking
resonating.
Andy, fucking
And
Patrick.
That's it. That's it, Andy.
Oh, man.
Shit, so many activities.
All right. So
Then
what's-
here for the incoming future is withdrawal. So it's probably, and it's the fox that does this, curls up and withdraws. It may be time here soon for you just to say, fuck it all, take a break, step back, and reset.
Pretty much.
So,
shit, I've been doing that for the last year.
well,
I have
So,
like
when it
Then
comes-
take a break.
I did
Yeah.
from
know.
everything.
you might need to continue a little bit longer.
All right.
You know, when it comes to self-healing and
Another
self-care and all
vacation for
that,
Devin.
maybe I'm taking 2 this year. Like, whatever it takes to reset,
I believe it next week, by the way.
There you go.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
You're going to Charlotte?
Yep.
Next week?
Yep.
Are you gonna be going Tuesday?
No, I should be back in time.
I was about to let y'all know that I won't be here Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Good.
I have an actual work event.
All right. Good. Bye.
I'm not going to be here Tuesday either. I'm going to be in
Oh,
Fight Club. So
Fight Club, nice.
First rule of Fight Club:
Yes.
you don't,
You don't talk about it.
Fight
I
Club.
know,
Yeah.
I know.
Stop it. Shh. They're gonna come get us right fucking now.
Ashley, you're damn right.
They're
What'd she
coming.
say?
She said, "Time to buy your island, Devin." That I think that ties in all three.
Is she on YouTube?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, okay. Damn it. I can't
Yeah, because
read
there's a lag on Facebook, so a lot of people
Yeah, I
switch over to
can't.
YouTube.
it. Okay, because I can't see anybody's comments that are coming from me. Boo. Oh, anyways.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and do me.
All right.
Past,
wanna-
present, future. I want the 3-card spread.
Okay.
All right,
Here we
yeah.
go. Do you want to tell me when to stop, or do you want me just to do it?
Nah, I'll let the universe,
Let the
you know,
universe
tell
talk to
you what's
me.
going on.
All
and-
right. See what happens with you. Paradox for the past. So
Who said anything about doctors?
A pair of them, apparently.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
woo, here we are. Okay, manifest for right now.
I mean,
You're working on some stuff, I think, huh?
I'm manifesting my dreams right now. That's right
Yes.
down the street.
And then the pillar. Okay, so here, this is actually very beautiful. So paradox, you guys understand what that word means. Things can be, this is your past. You might have come from a situation where you've had to be more than one thing at a time, like many of us have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That could have probably had some sort of a, I don't like this when these get personal. It's awkward, but like an effect to where it's carrying into things you're doing in today's time.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably have some split self identity things happening where you want to find yourself and align. That was back in the past.
Uh-huh.
Manifesting is you kind of know where you're at and you're trying to get all the ingredients together for that perfect stew and you want that dinner to come out great. So you're currently manifesting. And then the pillar represents that your strength, you're strong. So coming into the future, whatever changes are happening, it's time to be that stone pillar and unwavering.
I can speak to all three of these.
Thank you. Okay.
Paradox, okay, and this is all have to do with my relationship. Paradox, split personality, whatnot. 13 years ago, I met my current girlfriend, and I was a big asshole, really big asshole. I didn't deserve a second chance in life. But her and I both went through divorces, children, whatnot. We've been together for 3 years, and we just bought a house down the street. We're manifesting our dreams right now. They're starting to come true. The pillars represent longevity and strength in our relationship and our family with our 2 boys and everything. So this is very much
I
this
love
very
it.
much speaks
And then
to
also
it.
Look at
the
these
physical
goosebumps.
pillars too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you just bought a house.
Yeah.
So it's
true.
kind of like it's almost.
Yeah, this very much is exactly what's I feel.
And see, you
Yeah,
didn't,
like, I've
and
got
you didn't want to do it.
goosebumps.
I know as soon as she spelled out the paradox and it said past, and she's like, "This is," I was like,
Yeah,
I know what
some
the
of these-
paradox is here."
So sometimes, like being a clairsentient empath, I tongue tied all the time, but being a clairsentient empath, I see emotions through pictures, and sometimes I feel very uncomfortable saying what I see because I don't have a lot of permission to look into somebody's personal dark place.
Right.
And reading the cards gives me a general, like I try to be real careful what I say because I get a general, if you give me the okay to do a read for you, you've given me permission to give you a
Yep.
general,
Right.
you get it, like
Mhm.
top layer version.
I mean, that
So-
doesn't, like I said, it speaks to one aspect of my
Mhm.
life. It's not my whole
not the
life
whole
in
thing.
general. But yeah, no, it's very much, each one of those has a very real meaning for me.
Yeah.
Boom. And
All
now,
right.
and now,
Dun, dun, dun.
Now for the salty McSalterton.
thank you, Ashley. This is
Hell.
gonna come in handy.
Yes, Ashley did an amazing job.
Hell.
Except for the
Oh my
stupid
God.
stickers that's
I
on
don't
this.
even want to see this. Hear this. Whatever.
Give him the 3-card spread. Do you want the universe to speak for it?
What do you want?
I don't care.
Do you want just one?
whatever,
three?
whatever you want. I don't care.
Oh,
See that?
okay.
Here comes the. I guarantee you, it's gonna be. Here comes the reap what you sow.
Let's see.
No, whatever,
messing with you.
whatever. It's okay.
Okay, we have nature.
Mm,
past.
interesting.
Mm.
The
Definitely not the nature boy, Ric Flair.
universe for right now.
These mics pick up.
I
a
know.
lot
I'm
of-
Yeah,
sorry.
they pick
I
up
keep
everything.
Thumping. I'll be careful.
It's yeah.
Slamming
So
them
the other
down.
one we had gates set up, and with this one we haven't set up the gates or anything like that. That's going to take a lot of research.
Yeah.
And the wildling for what's to come. So nature.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be like being out in nature and all that stuff, but the whole nature nurture thing to me is popping in my head a whole lot. So in your past, I just feel like you did a lot of raising your own self and learning, and I don't know, like from the time of I don't know that past you, so I feel like there's a lot there. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm full of shit, blowing it out my ass, but so nonetheless, you've got some things involving nature in your past. I think you want to self-love yourself and give yourself that love. I think like the younger you is needing the older you to acknowledge. I'm going to stop there.
Be the
Unless
hero.
you want to call me later, we could talk more.
Be the hero.
I'll call you later.
Okay.
and we'll talk more.
Be the
Yeah, we can
hero
talk
that
more
you
about
needed when
nature.
you were a kid. That's what it is right
no,
there.
I'll be
No.
calling her.
Yeah, you could
She
call
knows
me
what I'm talking
privately.
about.
Because you know the younger you would kick you right in the dick.
And then
Pretty
do
much.
the lifetime reframe and be the the hero your younger version needs.
Pretty much.
Then-
I'll be calling her.
You call
later.
me anytime.
We'll talk.
Okay,
We'll talk.
And then the universe right now wants to say, hey, motherfucker, listen to me. It's working in your favor, sort of. It's ugly, but I mean, it's ugly. Things are shaky, but I feel like what you've put out, you're finally going to have some breathing space, and you're going to be getting a break. You're going to be getting that breather, I think, that you've been looking for. You have some good coming. That's what I'm thinking. And I could read from the book what the book says if you want to see, but I'm feeling that the universe has you right now. And the fact that the wildling card is next for the immediate future coming your way, the wildling is like you're on your own course now. You've basically said fuck it and fuck everybody that wasn't working out for you, and you're going your own path. You're making your own way, and it's got your back. Everything up there, whatever you believe in, has your back.
And you're with a wild one too, so that makes perfect fucking sense.
So
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Why can't you share with the rest of us, Patrick?
No, we'll
Well,
talk.
so like I said, some things are just, really, really can be.
I do
really
have to
intense.
agree with you about the wild one though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad the universe. Can
Yeah.
you do this with anybody in the audience?
Anybody? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, do something
Oh.
with
I would
anybody up
love
there.
to,
Hey, wait, there's somebody right there. Can we do this?
if she wants to. Yeah.
You don't got. I mean, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Anybody in the audience wants theirs done? What the
Yeah,
hell?
come
Let us
on,
know in
man.
the
Why not?
comments.
Let us
Natalie's gonna
know.
go first.
Okay.
Yeah. So anybody listening in the audience, if y'all want to get it done,
yeah.
we can do it live on
So
air.
you can
Sure, why not?
Or call and tell
Do
your
what?
friends to listen to the show for a few minutes. They get a reading too.
so you can tell me when to stop, or I can just stop for you.
Devin, do you want to say
Oh,
when to stop?
wow. Okay. I'm curious to see what these are real fast.
No,
'Cause they just flew.
It's all you.
The energy she
Okay.
flew out. And her energy just knocked out like 8
So-
cards.
Yeah, it did.
The warrior, the alchemist, compassion, the outlaw, playfulness, transmute. You're a fighter, aren't you? Like real war. Well, I feel like you're not afraid to stand your ground when you need to. I don't know you either. Like the alchemist makes things happen. You're the one that seems to orchestrate and put things together. I'll do your read, but these cards needed to come out. Like they flew out of my deck, so I have to.
Well, they flew out of the deck when she said,
Yes.
"I don't know, what did you do, Devin?" And they went.
Yeah. So I just have to tell you what
manifested
The
that
universe
shit.
was like, "Don't fucking talk to him."
Yeah. So
Right.
and then I'll do your read because like these need to be heard. They need you to see them. So the alchemist is like a chemist. They put everything together, everything that you have to deal with like in your daily life. You're the one that puts all the pieces together, it seems like, or you might be in a position to have to do that. You have a lot of compassion, a real sweet, compassionate heart, a lot of empathy. You're kind of an outlaw. You do things your way that you know is going to work correctly. Very playful at the same time. And you're real good about transmuting energy, which is so funny because, like you said, when you came in, they flew, and energy can transmute into something positive. Like there can be anything can transmute.
Is that like
you know.
mutation? Like you can mutate, or is I'm
Yeah,
I'm
well, an
wrong?
energy mutation, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
change it to a dog or anything like that.
No. Like, for
Teenage Mutant
example,
I
Ninja
change
Turtles.
If I
I
got
use-
werewolf powers, I fucking own that shit. I'll
Well,
change it.
like I was telling you earlier about the black tourmaline, it can transmute energy. So if a room is real heavy and you're feeling heavy energy, you lay out some black tourmaline, it's going to transmute that energy into a more higher vibrational energy.
Mm.
So that's
See, I was making
What it
sure
is.
it wasn't like silencing it. I was making sure it's like mutation, like that. Make sure I'm following it correctly.
yeah, transmute. Well, I guess if somebody had to be quiet.
I mean, that's,
Well, it certainly wouldn't be you.
yes, it would be. I'm the one that had to be quiet. I'm the one who needs to be quiet.
Okay,
So,
now
yes.
let's do your actual read because those had to come out. And then I can stop or you can tell me
Interesting.
when.
It could be motivational words too.
So representing past was withdrawal, meaning maybe you have come a place where you've always had to feel withdrawn or quiet or silenced. And maybe you didn't have quite a voice back then. There's two more.
Oh,
My goodness.
sorry.
It's not your fault. No, this is
Man,
not
you
that
just be
funny.
making cards fly out
No,
everywhere.
this is fine. We're
She's
going to go with them.
transmuting all over the
And
place.
then
I know.
nature, very nature again. I feel like this just has to do with a lot of growth, a lot of when I hear nature, I picture a lot of growth in general, like always evolving and nature, like just it's really nurturing kind of too. And then this one here, the wildling as well, again, forging your own path, doing things that you know work for you and the universe again. You're really tied into your higher thinking and higher self. I think you're connected to the whole karmatic law, it seems. So those flew out for you. Like you didn't even get a chance to pull just one. So these are all your one. So
Jesus.
I love
She's
this.
gonna leave here confused. What
I
about
know. Like,
Aw.
what does it all mean? I got
No, we're-
700.
She's gonna be thinking about
But-
that for the rest of the fucking night.
So what this
These are
means,
good.
folks, I'm going to
if
tell
you
you.
do another
These are
3-card
good.
reading for her
Right.
and more come out, I'm like,
All right. So what it means is she's a very confused child.
No, like what it means, like you're really in tune, whether you know it or not. You're really heavily in tune with energy in itself. Like you're just an in tune person. You're probably an empath as well. Thinking, like you probably can read people easily. Maybe not. But
why are you looking at Devin?
Why do you keep
Because we're
looking?
having conversation.
oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
say maybe you can you have that kind of a psychic
Yes,
connection
you
sort
do.
of thing. Okay, so that's the
Psychic
cards. You're like
connection.
she can hear us. That's all it is. They're excited.
All right.
Excited.
Let's see if we can
Shut
get.
up,
We'll see if we can.
I mean,
get-
I know 2 of those, I think.
Okay.
Let's see if we
fit
can get a
very
3.
well.
Let's,
3 out
well,
here.
we need 2 and 3 because those all popped out. So tell me when to stop.
Oh.
Okay. So wisdom. So you share your wisdom. I guess like it's time. Anything that you're familiar with that you think you can help somebody else. Now's the time to share that wisdom of any topics that you know somebody else could be needing it right now, and maybe they're not sure how to ask for it. So if you notice somebody stuck or struggling, you might say, hey, can I offer you this wisdom? And then let's see here, right for the near future. Just let me know when.
Stop.
Okay. Again, it's the pillar. Oh, sorry, I keep thumping. But here it's time to show your strength. What are you made out of? And be that firm pillar of strength for
Plant your feet in the ground.
whatever changes may be coming.
There you go.
Awesome. All right. So Lindsay said me,
Okay.
Lindsay wants a reading. This is my lady.
then Ashley.
And Barney said it,
It's
but
my
she's
pretty
actually got to
lady.
go now.
All right, Byrony. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Does I can't see comments. Does she want to stop me when it's time, or should
Oh,
I?
We're
Sweetheart.
gonna have a delay. so-
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just.
Do you want to let the since there's a delay, we're gonna let the universe pick
Okay.
for you. This is for my girl Lindsay.
Lindsay. Okay. All right. Lindsay, we've got. Okay, so self-love from the past. And I like this one because it's either asking you to go back and give your younger self a lot of love that she may have needed at a time when you couldn't give it to yourself. So it's okay to go back and do some past self-healing. And
Very insightful.
let's see here. At the present time.
What is the present gonna show?
transmute. Again, I love this card. So a transmutation of energy. It's kind of like evolving. It's okay to feel safe to go ahead and let yourself transmute and evolve to that next thing that you're becoming. That's really important. And that ties into self-love. You have to love yourself enough to allow yourself to shed some of that skin and grow. Don't be scared. You're in a safe space right now to do it.
Would you say that whole piece back one more time, just repeat
It's yeah.
for my girl, please?
Yeah, let me it just came to me, so I mouth vomited.
You
You're in a
hit
safe
the nail on the
space.
head.
You're in a safe space to go ahead and give yourself enough self-love to allow yourself to grow and evolve into what you're meant to be, what you're meant to become. You're worthy of it, and you're deserving of it. So
Absolutely,
that's
she is.
coming to me. Like I don't like to call myself a psychic, but sometimes words and pictures pop in my head, and I have to let you know what I'm seeing and feeling. So,
She's absolutely worthy of it. 100%.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
okay. And then let's see for the near future. Movement. There's going to be some things coming, some change, some movement. So this could mean things in your life are moving and new beginnings possibly, but also you might need some physical movement. If you're feeling stagnant or stuck in any emotions or you're just in a funk, it might be time to start some sort of new body movement, some sort of new energy, something that you enjoy doing, walking, or just embracing any what is it, like symbolic movement, like just new beginnings, new shifts. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
So there you go, babe. Past, present, and future. Anybody else? Was Samantha? She said she's listening. Did she want to read?
Ashley wanted to go next.
Yeah, Ashley
Okay.
wanted next.
Oh yeah.
If Misty is here, I'd love to do Misty's, but
She got to speak
she
up.
probably
so
won't.
the energy will channel.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is Ashley. Okay.
I can't wait to see Ashley so I can give her shit at work.
Oh.
Lindsay says
Okay.
thank you with a heart emoji.
Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome.
Oh, she wants me to take a picture when she's done. You can just rewind and play the damn podcast.
Take a picture of what?
I
Look
already
at the
shuffled
cards.
them. It was.
No.
Oh,
Ashley.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I haven't pulled those yet. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay. Ashley.
I'll let Andy take pictures since he's closest.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
So we have the alchemist in the past, looking back. So the alchemist is somebody that's always making things come together. You're taking all the chaotic life pieces and making something out of it
Like
that
a
works and
podcast.
functions for you. So,
Podcast
Like the fuck.
Okay.
and work.
Yeah. So you're the
both are very
alchemist.
chaotic.
Yep. So that's what I'm feeling from there. And the word chaos was like, it gave me a migraine, like, those ice pick headaches.
Yeah.
When I said chaos, I felt it behind my left eye. So you're a magic maker, whatever you're doing, you have some skills. So it's
Put
funny.
the ice pick away.
I
please.
know, no. And for the present, again, the pillar, you're having to be really strong and handle a lot of stuff right now. So the pillar is a positive card, but I want to caution you where you're standing strong and sturdy. Please remember to take a break, like rest, because every strong piece of stone can still crack over time. So you might be holding a lot on your plate. Take a minute for you and make sure you're able to keep your strength up by resting. So that's a little tidbit of guidance there. And then let's see, future. All right, what do you have for me? Okay. The Sovereign. I like that one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a new one.
The Sovereign. I'm being told I need to read out from the book, and I will. So, but I want to tell you the Sovereign, I think I'm feeling it's like a peaceful take back where you get to sit back and look at everything that you've accomplished and everything that you have done and just soak it in. That's what I'm saying. But I'm really curious to see what is written here in this guidance book. Like every tarot deck or oracle deck comes with a general guidance. But I'm also being drawn to read from this. So it's just a quick little thing. And it's funny because it's on page 111 and triple ones are very lucky. And so it may be important to tell you that if you're into numerology, look up the number 1 or triple ones because that might resonate with you in some way. The Sovereign card invites us to take to activate the leader within us, the visionary, the enthusiast, and to welcome in the passion and fire while creating structure that allows for you to nurture your dreams. So again, like kind of like I was saying out of the blue, sit back and enjoy what you've done. So, and if you want to take a picture, I don't know if.
Here, go ahead.
Mhm.
Should enjoy the solidarity that you made out of your alchemy.
Yes. Yes. You got this. You should get you a deck. Yes.
Like, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get it?
Might help if I turn my mic back on.
I was like, I don't hear
Unlike
anything.
earlier.
Is that normal? I was scared
Yeah.
to say something. Like,
That's kind of cool. I
yeah.
like it.
All right, we got one more request. Too.
Okay.
Oh, do we? Who is it?
It's from personal message.
Okay.
How's she gonna know who the energy's
I don't
tied
have
to?
to.
She doesn't have to.
I don't have to know.
That's
Yep.
what the beauty of it.
Better
Energy
start
knows
sending your
energy.
So
vibe
mystery
right now.
user.
All right.
Pretty
I
sure
got
I
it.
know who.
Pay
Okay.
close attention.
Okay.
Mystery user.
Mystery.
Let's see
user.
who's the mystery user.
No peeking.
I know who
Patrick.
I know who it is.
No, we are not.
Mm.
Don't, Patrick. No. Keep your brain closed because I don't want to pick up on anything.
Okay, fine.
I
I'm
just
keeping
want-
it. I'm keeping it close.
Don't
I'm
you
keeping it
forget-
close.
Don't forget, I can pick up on shit, Patrick. I just want to
Okay,
make this
fine.
to be as organic as possible. Damn it. Okay.
Okay.
For the mystery request.
Damn it.
Mystery
Damn it.
Requests.
You want an
mystery
organic? I
guests.
can't afford to shop at Market
So
Street.
get wild for the past. Get wild card. Typically symbolizes you have to let loose. Maybe your past self never let loose enough. Maybe you let loose too much. But here's the thing: I'm feeling more like I'm
think it was
feeling-
the second one.
well, you could have let loose too much, but in
Yeah.
the wrong avenue. I'm
Mhm.
getting goosebumps, but I'm really feeling like you didn't
Ooh.
let loose enough where you actually needed to let loose. So
Hmm.
you might have to go back and visit that past self, that past part of yourself, and get wild and let loose with it, with what you should have back then versus maybe letting, don't let loose on, or instead of letting loose on things that might not have served your better self, I guess. That's a tongue tie right there.
Yeah,
Okay. So
that there is a paradox.
that's a paradox. It really is. Yeah. Especially when it's tied to the past. That means it's a reflection. So I'm feeling like you didn't get wild enough in areas that you should have taken advantage of. And so the present right now,
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
the explorer. So this ties back into where did you not get wild enough? It's time to explore that right now. No, seriously, take a moment to reflect and figure out what you're lacking, or maybe you already know that you've got to go down a new avenue or something. It's now's the right time for you to start exploring what it is you need this knowledge on. Get some clarity, get some vision, and dabble around with where you feel you need to be right now. Get explorative.
Why you mean eyeing me over there, motherfucker?
I'm just looking at my salt.
if I had some salt, I would
Salt
throw it at him.
Okay. And
Alright.
then here in the future compassion. So whatever is coming or unfolding, have a lot of compassion for yourself and others around you. There might be, and this is just, I feel like some of these things come out of my ass, but I promise they don't because I don't know anyone. And it's just, these are words that are popping in my head. I'm feeling with the compassion, what's tied to it is patience, compassion with yourself, but you're probably going to get frustrated with something. Have compassion for those around you too. Like they might feed off of your energies and be a little edgy around you, and just understand that it's probably not you or them, but just the whole energy of things manifesting and stuff coming to fruition. Growth pain.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, have some
Growth pain.
compassion for your circle with everybody around you with growth pain.
This motherfucker's over here drinking out of the bottle.
Is it that
I'll
bad?
drink to that.
They got to say it's
So
loud as
that's for the mystery reader. So the mystery
Nice.
request.
All right, there is another one.
Okay.
Dawn wants hers done too.
Okay.
Oh, got another
Yeah,
All right.
Samantha.
one. Another one.
Yeah, Samantha wants hers done.
kind of
too.
like these better than tarot.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
honestly, I will tune into some tarot when I'm just stuck in a rut and I'm like, okay, slap me with it. Sometimes I want to be just slapped with the info so I can move on. but I'm a reflective person, so Oracle works best for me. And I think the healing comes most organically within us when it's done naturally through reflection versus being told what to do like a map sometimes, you know. Okay, so
All right, this is for Samantha.
Samantha. Okay,
Dawn.
past is patience. So in reflective or retrospect, give patience to now. I'm not going to say yourself because I'm feeling like there's someone tied to your present, maybe that you're super frustrated with. And even if I don't know, okay, even if they're not living, I'm sorry to say that. Like if there's someone that is from your past that you're still having frustrations with, or and I don't want to use living as a actual sense of life or death, but maybe you have cut cords with somebody or cut someone out and you're still feeling frustrated. That's just what I'm feeling. I could be asked backwards wrong, but I'm feeling that there's some patience connected with your past that you have to make peace with there. I don't know. That one to me doesn't make sense. Maybe it might make some sense to you. So
Yeah, she said you're right.
okay. All right. Because some of this stuff I feel ridiculous saying. I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me, but I have to say it.
Spot on
When
readings.
I don't talk about something, I physically get sick in my stomach, like I want to puke. So if I don't say it, I get in trouble. Like I have to
Well,
say
there's
it.
a trash can right
No.
there,
the
so
energy's
And
like,
then
if you're gonna talk about it, you
you
must
gotta
speak
say
it.
it.
you better do it.
So here it is, release. I didn't even look at the deck. My deck's upside down. Release is next. So this ties in with the past. So whatever you're going through, it's okay to release it. And here's something again, the word forgiveness is coming to me. And I have a stance on forgiveness. I don't believe that you have to forgive people in order to heal. And other people don't have to get your forgiveness for them to heal. It's nobody's duty to heal anybody else. I think that you have to release any notions that there's got to be a forgiveness, forget play there. It's just let it go. Just as it is, it's time to let whatever it is go. That's it. Like you don't have to go any deeper with it unless you want to for your own healing reasons, but it's okay just to tie it to a balloon and let it go.
Yeah, but if you're not gonna heal from it,
well, you have to
Yeah.
dig. Like it just depends.
Yeah.
Like, some people
Yeah.
have to dig deeper and make those amends and do those things. But if you don't, it's safe to just move on,
it like I would relate it to forgiveness in a
Mhm.
sense. Like you said, no, not everybody has to forgive, but the thing is just because you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean they have to accept it.
Truth.
You
Yeah.
know, just because
That's
you
true.
let go of it doesn't mean that they have to acknowledge that they were an asshole.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? But for you to let go of it and let that person go on about their whatever, and you guys don't mix energies anymore.
Yeah.
Same.
But isn't that like on the other end of it when somebody comes to you and then they apologize for all the years and shit like that? Like they have that aha moment, like they realize, man, I was a shithead. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like
crazy?
they realize it like after the next relationship and the next relationship and everything else, they realize, hey, wait, maybe the common denominator
It's me.
is
Yeah.
me. Exactly. And then they realize kind of self-reflecting kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they realize, oh shit, I was the problem in all these relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage to step forth and say that to somebody.
Very
But-
inside.
Don't you look at me, Ricky
Okay.
Bobby.
I'm surprised Patrick's so quiet right now.
Well, because I mean I know Dawn.
Well, I have one more for her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I
she
meant when
done-
Devin.
okay.
I meant when Devin.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'm sorry. I'm just saying because I know Dawn.
So, and then again, the sovereign pulls up for your future. So take, have peace with what's coming. It's all kind of peace related, it
Mhm.
seems. That it's okay to have that peace, even without anybody else granting it to you or you granting it to somebody else. And like you were saying, somebody could come and apologize to you, but if you're not ready to say, I forgive you, you can thank them for their apology because that's a validation. It takes some weight off you. They're like, it makes you think, wow, I'm not crazy for thinking they're a jackass,
Yeah,
but
right.
maybe you need some more time to say the words or to truly feel, I understand you, I get you, let's move on,
I hear let go of the baggage is what I hear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So simplified. Yeah.
Everybody has baggage.
Oh yeah.
It's just how you carry it. Is it going to be in a giant duffel bag or it's going to be a little fanny pack?
Fanny pack of baggage. Fanny pack
Full
of
of salt.
shit.
Oh man. Anybody else out there want a reading? We are doing oracle readings, not tarot readings, just to make be clear. Anybody
Right.
going once, going twice?
Sold.
I just asked. I
Sold
just
to the
asked.
energy
so
of the
give
universe.
them a little bit.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's right. We got that delay. That's
Yeah.
usually there's about a minute delay
Yeah,
between us and
yeah.
the audience. So, no, I'm sorry, I forget. You said you ended up just going into this because of around your meditation or the things that you study, the auras, the chakras,
So,
etc. This just goes hand in
It
hand.
goes, it's another tool. It's just another
Okay.
modality that helped me with self-reflection. I got into, and I do astrology too. I'm not proficient in it, but I do it for myself. And I took a course, a 12-week astrology course with Astrology by Jamie Goldstein. She's on Instagram. And I love her, best friend of mine, but she taught me. And
Very cool.
I actually planned some major life things around astrology stuff lining up and
Yep.
worked out in my head.
Been a lot of planets in the sky in this last 12 months. A lot of them. It's in the retro gravy and all that stuff.
So anybody else come up? Or anybody?
Did you say
anybody,
retro gravy?
anybody?
Yeah, retro
Retro
gravy.
gravy.
Mercury's in the retro gravy or something with the thermometer. I don't know. Sorry.
It's
Being
okay.
a smart ass. No, I spend a lot of time looking up at the sky. I feel like people don't look up enough.
Hey, yeah, you
That's
remember how you
true.
used to come in my backyard, look up at the fucking
I
sky?
still do.
Now all you gotta do is just look in your backyard.
I Not bad.
You might not want to put all those
While
string lights and
floating.
all this shit that you want.
Yeah, no.
Because then you ain't gonna be able to see
Yeah,
the
I can really
stars.
see the stars. I wish they were living out in the country, but this is how this will do.
You
Definitely do.
got to go to Sanger Pilot Point
Uh,
if you want to
You
really.
can see him. You can really see him
Lindsay's
in Anna
dad's-
too.
I bet because nobody fucking lives out there.
Lindsay's dad out in Avery. Her
Exactly.
Her dad's property is really got
My
a lot of
nature.
stars. It's nice out there. I'd like to see some stars on a beach at Jamaica, but hey, whatever.
Fiji's better.
Or Fiji. I'll take either or at this point.
Belize.
It's been that
Ooh,
time.
fuck you! I need to go to
I was
Belize.
able to go to Bora Bora, and that was amazing because the stars at night, the water was so clear. It's like looking through an ice cube, and
Yeah.
the sand is
Mm.
it's white. Unfortunately, the coral is bleached because they don't have such heavy laws to protect it.
Yeah.
But at night, it looks magical.
Ah.
So yeah, you can almost see the stars reflecting out of the water. It's crazy.
I would like to go find a place that has the glowing algae, and I would like to swim in the glowing algae. When
Grand
you
Cayman has
agitate-
it.
Does?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
They have night tours.
You swim through the algae and agitates it, and it glows.
Well, it's not the algae. I thought it's the
bioluminescent.
water. Bioluminescent.
Bioluminescence, algae or
Bioluminescence.
something. Yeah, or
But the
Oh, okay.
algae
something.
causes it.
Mhm.
Got you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the algae. I just thought it was the water. Bioluminescent. Or
Yeah.
like some kind of plankton or some shit. In
It's
there.
Or,
I think
yeah,
plankton.
plank-
I think
yeah,
it's
Plankton
plankton.
in
Plankton,
the algae
yeah.
or something, or is it just the
I
plankton?
think it's plankton.
I think
can
it
look
is a
up, but
plankton.
I
Well,
think it
either
is
way-
plankton. But they do it. They
I want
do
to
the
get. I want to
tours.
like throw
Just spit it out.
have a picture. One of them. I need to bring Devin so
I
he
don't
can
know
get
if you
some
want
of
to
this.
do that.
Yeah.
Look, a mermaid. A merman.
In fact, I
guess
got a
it'd be.
new lens that I've been dying to freaking use. It's supposed to be, Patrick, listen to this. Better than the rocker.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
been in a rocker for like the last 5 years.
Shut the fuck up. You're driving me more to drinking.
Oh no.
Man, I haven't had a drink this entire show.
I know. Well, yeah, that one.
What?
Wow,
What?
those
There's
are
no-
picking up everything.
That was before the show started.
Those are picking up everything.
I know.
Wow.
Because we used to have all the gates.
Kind of like you.
That's
She'll
not,
do.
That's not funny, man.
Just kidding, Misty.
That's not.
So where do you hit the
funny,
mats at? Because I know you're like local.
Flower
Here.
Mound Krav Maga. It's Flower Mound Taekwondo and Krav Maga studio off of Morris Road.
Is it new?
I
Is
know
it
where you
been there
go.
for a while?
It's been there a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
One, a
'Cause I know
guy,
there's a new place that opened up in Flower Mound that's I forget what it is. It's like boxing, kickboxing, and all sorts of other
Oh,
stuff
I think
too.
it's kickboxing.
guy I work with, his wife took Krav Maga for a little while from that
Oh,
same position.
nice.
He's like, yeah, she'd want to come home and practice what she learned.
That's what we
Like-
do. That's what I do. I'm like, honey, hold a knife to my neck, a toy knife, my
Yep.
grandson's. And
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get out of this, or his water gun. Hold a gun to my back. Let me try this. He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
Like they're big CrossFitters on top of that too. So, and he's still like, I was like, stop, calm down.
Yeah.
She's like, Krav Maga.
Yeah. Yeah, I do it in my sleep
thing
now.
you're
It's
like,
awful. Like,
Okay, let's go.
it is so fun though. I recommend everybody take at least one class. In fact, we allow guests to come once for free for a trial. So
They
if any of
come
you guys
get your
want to
ass
come with
whipped
me,
for free, everybody.
you could be my partner. Like I'll go easy on you. So-
that sounds like I just feel like I'd get my ass whipped. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, you don't really learn
you
unless
would.
you get your ass whipped. But,
That's
you know.
true.
you would. You would get your ass kicked.
So you mentioned something about life coaching that you don't really you want to kind of get away from that, steer away from
Yeah,
that.
I still do it. It's
Mhm.
just I have to have a real connection with the person and make sure that they really want to do it and what their goal is. So that
Yeah,
a lot of
it's like you can
people-
lead a horse to water, right? But you can't make
Right.
him drink.
Yeah, and so and I
very
think a lot of it was I don't know. I had a hard time disconnecting from not being able to help someone that wouldn't help themselves. But now I've kind of refined it and I've worked it into my practice to where they have to go see someone else. They can't come back to me.
Mhm.
And, for repetitive stuff, like I send them to get the help they need that I can't help them with. And that
Right.
gave me peace. So now I've just restructured it into my business.
I was just going to
So, it's
ask,
more
like, how do you handle the people that, like, they say they want to do something, right? But then they want to put forth no effort
Well,
to get to where they need to be.
I believe a lot in honesty, and I'm very transparent and honest with them.
Mhm.
Like if I feel after X amount of number of times, and it depends on the person, that
Mhm.
I just am at a stagnant, I'm not going to keep taking their money. I don't want their money because for me, I'm being dishonest
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
them. I'm not being dishonest to them because I'm giving them the service they paid for, but
Yeah.
I'm being a dishonest person for their benefit, and I don't like that.
Mhm.
So I cut them out, and not in a bad way, but I'm like, look, let's have a chat real quick. Like I think that
Accountability.
accountability.
Right.
It's like I think that you need a stronger support team than just me, but I can still supplement you. Show me you've got that support team. Let me be in contact with who your counselor is. I don't want any information. By law, they can't give that to me. But I want to know you're working with someone. And then I can help you where you're stuck and you take that back.
So is that kind of like maybe changed, like when you interview first with a person, like maybe find out what their support system is first, so that way you can kind of go in going,
I do.
okay,
Yeah, absolutely. I do. And I also want to know what their expectation is of meeting with me.
Mhm.
If I feel their expectation is too off the wall, I'm just honestly telling them I'm not the right one for you. And I'm okay
Right.
with that. Like, I'd rather not have that money because
Yeah.
to me, it's taboo at that point. And I don't want any more bad karma. Like, I don't want no bad karma.
No,
So
that's funny. Go ahead.
you're saying you're kind of transitioning from the life coach aspect. Yes, no.
It used to be the face of my business. It was the forefront
Oh, okay.
thing. And I supplemented all the energy work behind
Okay.
that. So now I'm just flipping it.
Shifting the focus.
Because I've always felt more called to do the energy healing or the relaxation for people.
Okay.
And what I found is people tend to naturally want to talk about stuff they're feeling or things that come up. Then when they start chatting, it triggers something. And sometimes some people want to talk a little more. Some just want me to write it down for them and they take it to their person and say, hey, this triggered during the session. Can we go deeper? And like I specialize in anxiety and mindset coaching and reframing around anxiety. So I actually am certified to teach the basic tools to deal with anxiety, just the basics. And somebody that's never had anxiety or doesn't know certain ways to get themselves in a place of neutrality can benefit from that.
Can we have a private example right here session so that the audience can see and
About what?
hopefully fix this fucking
For example,
broken
we
salty
talked
ass?
about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
So we were
I
talking,
know about that.
Yeah. So that's a safe topic right there for you. So like we were talking about feeling like you're spiraling right before the anxiety attack turns into a panic attack. Right where the room starts getting so loud that your vision goes white and you start sweating and you get dizzy. So right before that starts happening, and our bodies give us those triggers, you can and there's different versions, but you can focus on. You have to distract the brain. So what you're doing is throwing 5 wrenches rapidly into your brain to derail it so you can refocus. So immediately before you lose your shit, you have to immediately look at 5 objects and take note of them. What am I looking at? I'm looking at that. It's rippled. It's black. It's got dog hair on it. It's this. That's a TV. It's reflective. There's a purple light.
Yep.
And then you pick 4
Sad
things.
thing is we clean this room.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Like, no, I've
that
just,
was a bitch.
I have animals. I get it.
Shit.
No, but
Yeah,
like, so and then you focus on
More
4
dust.
sounds. You know,
Dude,
I
this
hear
fucking
a
place is-
squirrel running up a tree. I hear somebody just sneezed. You know, then you go to 3 things that you can smell. 2 things that you can touch, even if it's your skin and your clothes. Like, you don't have to start grabbing at shit. Like, that makes me panicky. But like, I will literally feel my feet in my shoes. I'll feel the leather, the texture of the sole. I can feel the denim on my skin. And then I will try to smell something. You know, what can I smell? And you're just derailing all your senses so you can,
Or play Guess
Go.
Who till 4 a.m.
or something.
So
So it's kind of funny because I actually had this conversation with Patrick of when he got to those certain, points. I'm like,
Mhm.
I was like, before that happened, I was like, tell me about like some of the most memorable events in your life. And he told me, I go, okay. Now, when you have these panic attacks, go to that place, go relive
Yeah.
that moment, think about how you felt, what you experienced, your smell, which is what
Yeah.
you're talking about, the touch, the
think about how you
sensation.
inspired your son to play baseball
Exactly.
and where he's at. Because
how you
I
wanted to-
did that.
And how you
See?
wanted to break a
I do-
baseball bat over his head.
Break a bat over his head. Yeah,
That's
I
great.
like to do that.
but it's like to get for
I picture it. you know what I'm
so
saying?
I deal with anxiety,
Mhm.
but not bad. It has only ever gotten severe maybe 2 or 3 times. Like I
Mhm.
have it and it like affects what my emotions and stuff, but like actual panic attack, full blown, and you're probably just gonna shake your head. So I made brownies and they were very potent. And I ate a large one night because I wanted to go to sleep because I didn't have any, what I usually use. And
What do you use?
Crack.
I mean, I inhale
Heroin.
No, I don't inhale heroin or crack, and neither heroin will put you to sleep.
PCP, LSD.
I ate the brownie, and
Be
it was
saying
a little
shit.
too large of a brownie,
Mhm.
and I woke up probably about an hour, and it manifested like a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like it went. I felt the tingling going up, and then I was like, I remember sitting on the edge of the bed, and I was like, no, this has got to be a panic attack. There's no way I'm gonna have a heart attack right now. Let me
But
breathe.
that's what I thought.
So I start breathing. I'm like, okay, I can breathe. Okay, I start walking around. Okay, I can walk, but it's still hurting.
Yeah.
And so I woke Lindsay up, and I was like, I'm having a full blown panic attack right now. I don't know where it came from, but I know where it came from. It came from fucking the potent ass brownie.
Yeah.
But we ended up talking for a little bit, and I was like, I just got to breathe. Just listen to me for a second, and it started to go away, and I laid down, and then instead of going, it manifested in all my fucking joints.
Your muscles and your joints.
It felt
Yeah.
like something was stabbing me in all my joints, and it was crazy. And I was like, I'm still having it. So she's like, what do you need? What do you need? And I was like, looking around, and like, Guess Who was up there from playing with the kids, and I was like, let's just play Guess Who, or she suggested or something. We ended up playing Guess Who from like 2 to 4 in the morning.
So that was
Bless
the,
her heart,
that was
she
the
was up with-
reference you had. The Guess
Yeah.
Who. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so she was up with me playing
Aw,
Guess Who
that's
but
sweet.
yeah, it takes the focus away and stuff. So
Absolutely.
Well, mine comes from something way different.
you might want to look into PTSD because you might have that from.
Because Missy and I have talked about that.
Yeah. I think-
And you and I talked about it, and so I am seeking help for that.
good.
So
About time.
I'm going to start. I'm going to start therapy. What I don't know. Misty knows
No,
the date, but
yeah,
I
I will
next week.
start
Yeah,
therapy.
yeah.
I
Next week,
will.
next
Don't
week.
ever
Good.
use the word
Going
going
to. I
to
will.
in my
I will,
presence.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will start next week.
Good.
Because you know who
Okay,
you
there.
sound like?
Okay.
Fuck you, Darren.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I was gonna.
She's the queen of. I was gonna.
His mom.
Yeah.
So-
just so you know.
Yeah. So, but anyway, mine comes from a totally different.
Power
It-
of words is strong.
It's at the back. It's always at the back of my head. So, it's always at the back of my head, and I told her that too, and I think that's what a family member of yours
She said
also.
we had to
Mhm.
play
So-
trivia recently.
So,
Really? Oh well, that wasn't an attack. I just couldn't sleep.
but anyway,
I
I'm going.
I couldn't sleep because of anxiety. But
Dude,
I
that was
wasn't-
Sunday. I couldn't sleep to save my life. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm reading the comments. I'm the audience. Sorry. The
Okay, fine, whatever.
Get
But
help.
anyway, I'm starting next week. So because I really do think that I suffer from PTSD from the heart attack.
Are
Mhm.
you
I do.
seeing a
Yeah.
psychiatrist or a counselor?
It'll be a counselor first, and
Mhm.
then I'll see the psychiatrist later.
Because
Okay.
your favorite doctor and I, we agree that
My
It-
favorite doctor. Who's my favorite? Oh yeah, yeah,
like you gotta
yeah, Dr.
really
Dr. Khan.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I
We were both. I got to meet
I-
this chick because we were both in agreement
I,
on
ho-
a lot of.
I
different
really
things.
hope she's not listening.
I hope
so,
she is.
Yeah, she has listened to a couple times.
She's like-
the times that I've seen. Hold on, Andy, shut up. Because the times that I have seen her, yeah, turn that shit off. Thank you. Because the times I have seen her, she goes, "I saw your podcast." I go, "Well, okay, well, what part?" So don't turn that shit back on.
Did she?
Yeah. And so anyway, it's just, I mean,
Didn't you shout her out that night?
yeah, it was a couple times.
Weren't you drinking? Wasn't that the night he was drinking heavily? He was pretty drunk that night because I think I remember
But
the night you gave her the shout out. I'm pretty sure you were pretty. That was one of the nights that you were drunk.
I
'cause
called her Dr. Khan, didn't I?
I don't
I did
remember.
not call her by her
We're like,
first
yeah,
name.
well, no, you said like Dr. Khan or something, but
Okay,
you're like,
good.
But we're
good,
like,
good.
she really knows Patrick by this age. Like we're joking about physicals and shit.
But no, I mean, it no, really. I know what you're talking about now.
She knows.
I know what you're talking about. That's
She's
not.
like, Patrick, you need to stop masturbating. He's like, why? It doesn't hurt anything. She's like, because I'm trying to examine you.
That did not happen. That did not happen.
Timestamp.
She would kick me out as a patient if she heard that. I know she would. I know she would.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, and Misty's probably over there laughing right now, going, "What? They know Dr. Khan too?" So everybody.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Dr. Khan.
So, but no, seriously. I mean, I see the psychiatrist in about 2 weeks after that, and then we're gonna work on and see what helps. And my thing is, and I think I told you again too, is that my counselor, my original counselor, he passed away. So it's going to feel like that I'm going to have to start
Mhm.
all
Yeah, no, you are.
over and relive every single fucking thing that I talked about to David.
See,
You
here's
know?
the thing, though. You're looking at it completely wrong.
No, I'm not looking at it completely wrong, Devin, because everything that I have been
Let him
through.
get it out,
hold
Devin. You
on,
stop
hold
it.
on. Let me get it out.
All right, get it out.
Because everything that I've been through,
Mhm.
of course, I talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's
Where?
like, what do you mean where?
Talk about everything. You've
No,
been through.
no. When David was here,
Oh, okay, thank you.
when
Context.
David, okay.
Audience, sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, when David was here, I talked about him. I mean, it was almost like 10, 15 years of shit that that it's going to feel like that I'm going to have to go back and relive everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Of course, you know what bothers me.
Mhm.
She knows a little bit.
Maybe you
you
need to
don't know
do
nothing.
Some, maybe you need to
Shut
do some of what
up.
those
You just need
cards were
some
for
psychotherapy.
Samantha. You need to let go.
Yeah.
You
I
need
kn-
self forgiveness, self love.
Patrick,
Hey,
Hey,
did you hear his frustration of living? He needs some psychotherapy. You know, that's Howard Stern. That motherfucker.
I think
Anyway.
a good takeaway for that, Patrick, is it's like, I know everybody's heard.
But you
this.
know what?
It's
At least I'm sorry. At least
Cut you
hey,
off.
even though I said I'm sorry, and I'm really not. You know, the thing is that at least I'm making an effort.
Yep.
And I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I won off the Xanax. I won off of everything else. Of course, I can't get off my heart medication or anything like that. That's the biggest thing that scares the shit out of me. When am I going to have it? Where am I going to have it? You know what I'm saying? The final one.
Well,
You know, or the big one. You know, where am I going to have it? When am I going to have it? Anybody going to help me around me? Are we going to do this? And even at work, there's no AED machine around. You know, what the fuck? It's an HR. It's fucking 300 yards away, you know, or whatever. So, you know, and then I have to keep telling myself, all right, dude, you know what? You're okay. You're fine. You're all right.
Yeah, because
You're-
when you start thinking about that stuff, then you're manifesting it, and then that's why these
Yeah,
things happen.
but sometimes also, and Misty can say this too, is that Misty can say this too, is that it just comes out of nowhere, just like that.
It's okay.
I could be having fun. I could be having a great time, and all of a sudden the anxiety pop up and says,
Mhm.
"Hey, don't forget about me.
Oh, it does it
because
to me all the time.
Let me have fun too."
It's okay to not be okay. That's the
There you
biggest
go.
takeaway. Right
Well,
there.
that's it.
Yep.
That's it, and that's what a counselor from EAP said. It's okay not to be okay. You
Exactly.
know. So
A lot of people
You have your good
take what
days,
you're
and
feeling.
you have your shit
They,
days.
a lot of
Well,
people,
yeah,
a lot of people take what you're feeling and they look at themselves and they don't get help and they say and they live their lives, their whole lives, like, what's wrong with me?
yeah,
Mhm.
How did you know something's wrong with you?
Yeah, you might not. You're
Maybe
not
just
broken.
maybe you just want to, you know what I'm saying? So something's
something's wrong
broken,
with the
maybe
situation.
fix it. Maybe you got to
Yeah.
work a little bit harder than others to fix it. Doesn't mean something's wrong with you.
Right.
You know,
but
it's-
more people nowadays suffer from anxiety than they did. I'd say probably
You want to know
3
why?
year,
You want to know
3
why?
or 4 years ago.
You want to know why?
Yeah, of course the phone.
This is the main fucking fact.
Of course the phone.
Not just phone. I'm talking screens in general.
Yep.
Blue light. That
Well,
alone.
Of
That
course the
alone.
phone, and then also, yeah, I just got a message.
See, case in point.
Now, no, so
Derails conversation.
of,
Derails life.
of course the phone, and then Corona. You know, the COVID started a lot of anxiety, and people are suffering from it more now than they were 3 or 4 years ago. You know, so and then when I just found out recently, my son suffers from it, and of course Molly does too. So, what's that for?
He figures you're gonna say something salty. So.
No, I wasn't saying. I was talking I was talking about my kids. And you fucking throw salt up there, you
He's throwing
asshole.
salt on your salty kids, apparently.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, of course, you know, he's suffering from anxiety and nightmares from his car accident.
Mhm.
You know, and all that.
Yeah. That would shake you up a little.
Yeah, well,
especially-
he was. I mean, he was kind of he was T-bone, totaled his car. So you know, what do I do, Dad? You're 31 years old. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Is that
you
his
know?
first wreck ever?
Yeah, this is first
Okay.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Tell
bet.
him get a couple more. He'll be good. He'll be good.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
one out the way.
Yeah.
Have a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
first wreck, I was surprised I was as calm as I was. It happened. I got out and I was like, okay, I'm supposed to give you my insurance information. You're supposed to give me yours. Well, you did this, this, and that. I was like, well, I still need your insurance information. We're supposed to exchange it, right?
Yep.
And that's what I was taught. I think it was like 17 or 18. Yes. Yeah, but no, totaling a car, that
Trying to think of how many cars I had totaled.
Yeah, he got about he got 12.5 out of it, I think. Yeah, and he had $900 left to
but
pay
anyways,
off, to pay it off. It always happens that way, though. You know?
but it's again the theme. It's okay to not be okay. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't forget to practice your best and do what you can to keep that mindset. It's harder than it sounds. 100%. The real work comes outside of the advice.
So speaking of all these horrific experiences and everything else, did you have any that got you into this, that triggered and brought you into the whole Reiki and into the energy and into?
I want
Was there
tiny
some kind
little
of a-
Reiki.
Was there?
Yeah.
So, with anxiety in general,
Mhm.
I'm pretty confident mine's more hereditary.
Hmm.
With the PTSD, it was a situational type thing that I had gone through, but the anxiety definitely it runs in my family on both sides. So,
Oh shit! So you're double whammy.
I'm double whammy. So,
That sucks.
yeah. And that's, I got sick of I was the child all the way up until I think first grade. If somebody looked at me, I would cry because I would feel so terrified to say hi. Like I would hide it. I
Interesting.
was so shy. And then it wasn't easy in middle school. I was always anxious, like feeling I was okay at home, but
Mhm.
out of my house, I just wasn't functioning super great. Like
So-
I was functioning.
It was very socially triggering or social.
It was
like
social
like social
anxiety.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend can relate to you, especially when she's around like my work people that she doesn't really know, and I happen to go talk to a group of them, and she sits by herself, and then I got to come back.
Man, you got to
Yeah.
take her with you, man.
Yep.
Take her
I know.
take her with
But
you,
I
and
hold
you
on.
introduce her to everybody that you're fucking talking
Everybody know I have introduced her to everybody. It's just without me there, it's not the same. I bring her with me when I need to bring her with me when I'm talking to the group that's next to the other group.
It's challenging. Social anxiety is
Everybody
challenging.
knows about her that I work with. Absolutely everybody.
But it from Lindsay's
All right.
standpoint, it's kind of hard because she's not in that business. She doesn't know that
Yep.
line of work. She doesn't know the ins and outs of what
Mhm.
they do.
Yeah.
So she's coming in going, how can we relate? Because
Right.
she's at
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I said I agreed with y'all.
Yeah.
Like I understand why she feels like that. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Give me the sauce. That's
He's salty
I-
himself.
Jesus
now.
I was
Christ.
wanting it so I could do it to you, motherfucker.
God damn. I wasn't even.
No, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm just playing both sides of the fence.
Why don't you
to-
be an angel and leave me the fuck alone?
Yeah. Devin,
I was
an angel?
agreeing.
I don't think
I
so.
was agreeing. God bless America.
No, it's like I mean when Misty goes with me, I mean I introduce her to everybody, like the Christmas party.
Yeah.
You know, I mean we sat at the table and everybody fucking knew her.
Yeah.
I mean, right, that, you know, and I included her in everything. Well, except for all the crazy dancing I did when I was drunk. But, you know, and she's probably sitting over there going, yep, yeah, you did the MC Hammer.
Didn't he have
dance."
his Bills jacket on that there? Didn't you have your Bills
Probably.
jacket
Yeah,
on
probably
that
had
night?
all-
I swear you had a jacket on, a blue jacket.
No, I didn't have my Bills jacket.
Okay.
No,
You had a Bill's hat,
You had a jacket.
Yeah, I had my Bills hat.
of course.
Yeah, I wore my Bills hat
Christmas party, right?
at the
Yeah.
Christmas party. Yeah, for the company
He's
that
like,
I'm
fuck
with now.
dressing up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just pretty much had.
I know you
what-
like to wear your pride clothes. It's Bill's pride.
You know what? One of these days, I'm just gonna beat your fucking ass, man.
I bet you want to beat my ass.
Don't
Don't you?
Fuck you,
You have
Andy.
to spank it.
You'll have to excuse it. This is where
You're
it's
fine.
we're in
It's
the, we're in the
fine. Yeah.
second hour.
Yeah, we're going into the
Yeah,
derailed zone.
yeah,
Take
we
it
are.
out.
Yeah, we are. But no,
I really enjoyed the readings tonight. I do have
Thank
to say
you.
that was really cool because I'm very like I get nerves around that. I don't want to know too much. 'cause
Right,
I just wanna
absolutely.
I want life to be a fucking surprise.
Well, that's why I love the Oracle. I just I don't want to be told anything direct. I'm a stubborn person. I need to work through things on my own, and
Mhm.
I only go to tarot when I need some direct in my
That's
face
you.
guidance.
What?
So
I'm a stubborn person. I only want to work through things on my own.
Well, that's the hardest thing, like, because I'm only child and everything, like, and it's funny because you're telling the stories and everybody's, talking and stuff. And, like, it reminds me of, like, when I grew up and stuff like that and how, like, I just did my own thing. I always have.
Mhm.
Like, even as a little kid, just building and, like, I'll just build some shit and then all of a sudden I'll look around and all of a sudden I got, like, 10 people around me. It was like whatever I did, it just, like, manifested people.
Devin is one of those like he's one of those people that's like he won't it could possibly his drive to do it himself sometimes could take him away from delegating.
I am
like I could
yeah.
focus on these 5 more things if I would just delegate these, if I had faith in these people. But then he turns around and he uses life as an excuse. He's like, well, because people are fucking stupid and they're gonna fucking this and that, and the people I've worked with, no, dude, you got to give them a chance. I haven't. They've done this A, B, and C. Like that doesn't
He's not
mean you
wrong.
should. Just because A, B, and C happened doesn't mean that you should look at it like C, D, and E.
And so my mindset is, okay, I'll delegate and I'll do this. I'll
He's
let
getting
these-
better. He's getting
I
better.
have gotten better. I have, and that
is getting older. That's why he's getting better. He's getting older.
Well,
I
I
mean, age
realized-
does knowledge, experience. Yeah.
I realized when I was
Yeah, wait till y'all hit 50.
when I was working for Edge Entertainment, and that's how I met this guy. I realized
And she was there.
okay. So I realized like we grew and expanded really exponentially fast, like way faster than we probably should have. But I started working with the
No.
Dallas Art Institute. I started working with media tech. I started working, and I realized like it's not what good is it for one person to have all this knowledge and all this stuff when if you can't teach other people and then in return learn from them because they might find a different way or a faster way of doing something because they got fresh eyes on it. So that's when I realized I was like, hey, this is a perfect like opportunity to get past like what Andy's saying, like you can't trust people and blah blah blah. And then in my mindset, they're students, right?
Yeah.
So they're looking to learn, they're looking to be educated, but at the same time, they're versed on latest equipment and the latest books and the latest schooling and this, that, and the other. So it's like it's kind of a reciprocal thing where, okay, these guys have access to the latest and greatest equipment that I would really like to use. And oh, by the way, if they're versed and they're trained on it because of their school, they can in turn teach me the newest equipment, but then I can teach them. It's kind of like a reciprocal thing where I teach them the shot. I teach them how to, wide shot, tight shot and all this other stuff, where to set the cameras and where, and all the lighting and all this stuff that they can't get.
That's the
in a textbook.
reward, man, to set them on that path to where you gave them a bit of knowledge to where they learned something, applied it to what they already know, and now they know something that you don't that they can teach you.
Yeah,
like that's the eternal student teacher
loop
or whatever.
And it was really interesting because they a couple students in particular, like one of them was like, oh man, like this is awesome. Like now I can sell my company and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, understand something. Your company doesn't have a book. Like it doesn't have a book of clients, doesn't have. So you could probably sell it for, and I gave him a hypothetical number. And I go, but understand if your company is involved with 12 other companies. And then you have the umbrella company, and then they sell that company with all these. Like now your net worth is tenfold or 20-fold, whatever. So I was trying to explain them the business side of things. That like, look, just because you were successful and had a few things doesn't mean you just go and sell the company. Like that's so. It's kind of like it's.
Anybody else want a shot before I put it up?
I'm good. Do we have anything else?
We got. We got.
Hey, I got vodka back here.
We got sipping cream, Angel's Envy. Maker's Mark. We got what's left of the peanut butter.
Yeah, and then
I'm just asking around. So before
in about 10 minutes, I gotta cut it.
All right.
Yeah, because.
So again, back to shameless self promotion. Get company website again. Let them know.
Yes, House of Self, houseofself.net.
Yep.
All about mindset, energy healing, oracle card reading, all the good yummy stuff.
A lot of help with self-care,
Yes.
self-love.
Whole self-care.
So speaking of, can you tell us a success case that you had of a customer that came to you or whatever, and what that experience was and how they came out of it?
It's so rewarding. And I wouldn't say it's a final success, but definitely stepping stones for them that made some eye-opening discoveries that are putting them on their path of getting better, getting well. I can't give away personal details, obviously.
We don't need names.
Yeah, no names or nothing like that. But battling an illness.
Okay.
Using already having doctor care, already having the medications and all that, and using the energy work as a way to kind of find out who they are now as they're getting well, who, more finding their own identity again.
Yeah.
So that was it was a different scenario, but I don't get those very often where people are trying to find out who they are after going through some major medical stuff and rediscovering themselves and
basically getting them comfortable in the skin they're in.
Yeah.
There
Their
you
new
go.
skin, their new body, new mind, new outlook on life. Who are they now?
I've heard that a lot, that especially with somebody that's facing something, and I don't necessarily mean terminal, but you still have to work on mindset just to make it the best till the end. But like a sickness like cancer, and I don't mean like even terminal cancer. The thing is like a lot of there's been research and studies that like the mindset plays a big part in how somebody fights cancer, because at times there's been studies that negative outlook and depression saying, hey, I'm just giving up, manifest within your body. Like I think Bruce Lee used to say it. He's like, even if you're joking about it, like, cause I'd be like, oh man, I'm dumb. This is my fault or something. Like Bruce Lee was a big proponent of like, don't even joke about it, because if you speak it enough, your body will believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because
Um,
you're giving it that distress. And when the body's under distress, it's not going to heal. So you're already setting it up for failure.
I
So how do
agree.
you get people that are in that mindset to get out of that mindset of like everything they do, they fail. Like everything they do, everything they touch
Yeah.
falls apart.
Absolutely. So, to go deep into that, that's more a psychological side for psychiatrists and
Yeah.
counselors, but I can touch the iceberg for them.
Okay.
I can help them identify that they're doing that.
Mhm.
And I try to have them think back to anything they're successful at, even if they tied their shoe that day. And I tell them, it doesn't matter what the fuck you did. If you opened your eyes this morning, applaud yourself.
Count it as a fucking
and
win.
look at that as a win.
Yep.
And take that and run with it, and then start looking at everything as a win. And then from there, once you start journaling or whatever works for you, write it down, text it to yourself, whatever. Take that to your therapist and go deeper.
Some people
Write
don't
what down?
some-
Write the
some
win
people-
or write the
The win.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
write down the
All
win.
right, like yeah, we write down the losses.
No, just the wins.
All right,
You
there you
know,
go.
You'd be
and, like, whatever
surprised
works for you.
how
Yeah.
many people forget to celebrate the small
You
wins?
have
Like
to
even if it's
celebrate
fucking
It
the
is.
small.
because if you have nothing but negative that happened that week, the thing is you may have to focus on something small that you did get a win to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? No, this fucking happened. This is a positive. It wasn't completely negative all the way through.
Yeah.
You know, it and then take the negatives and do your best to learn from it and make a fucking positive. Like, that's
Yeah, I mean that's literally what's been happening here
know.
lately with me. Is like I realized like everything around me in my environment was just overwhelming, and it
Mhm.
was just like, where do you begin when everything is just like chaos and you're living in chaos and you wake up in chaos? It's like it's hard to not let that affect your day and your
Well, your
being and everything else.
Your adrenal glands are working overtime, and you're in a constant state of fight.
Yeah.
Like fight, flight, or freeze.
And it
or-
was like when you're home, it becomes that. Then
Yeah.
it's like you don't have a sanctuary. You don't have, and I
Yeah.
think that's like has a lot to do with like my sleep and why I don't sleep is because I'm like I realize, man, I got to do the backyard. I got to do this. I got to fix the pool. I got to, you know, like this.
he
list.
says he
Your
doesn't
mind
sleep,
is
but
going a
40's
million
hit
miles
this
a
guy
minute.
and he sleeps now. 40's hit this, he sleeps now. It's not still not as much as the rest of us, but he sleeps more than he ever did in the past.
That's
Yeah, but the
awesome.
only sleep I really get lately is, yeah. It's not
But-
natural. Let me just put it that way.
But it's
if whatever you got to do to sleep. Like
What
I
if-
get bad
yeah.
insomnia sometimes, and I still have to take my Xanax because it will knock me out.
Yeah.
And when I get insomnia, it'll last me. I'll have it for like a month at a time. Like just I cannot sleep, and it's because
Yeah.
the brain is like all the to-do lists.
Yes,
And
that's
then it gives
it.
me anxiety, and then it triggers my night terrors, and then it's just a snowball. And like I'm in that cycle right now. Like I'm actually honestly in that cycle right now. I'm having night terrors and that whole thing, and so I'm actually afraid to let myself fall asleep because I know that I'm going to get stuck in these dreams, stuck in the cycle, and then
I used to have
But-
dreams about work.
yeah. But it's just I
That
already know it's a
sucks.
thing. And
Sunday
so
night.
So what are the dreams? Are they like reoccurring? Is it the same thing or is it different
So,
context, different
They're
if you can
they're re-
elaborate
I can elaborate some. I
without getting too personal?
Right, yeah,
obviously.
of course, yeah. So most of the time it's the same situation.
Uh-huh.
And I'll say the subject or character of this dream always manifests through the face of my husband, but the scenes are always different and it's just weird. And it's like
Mhm.
it's always the same sort of dream, but lately it's changed a bit. And so that's got me on edge because usually when they're predictable, I'm like, oh, it's just another
Yeah,
night
it's the
terror
same,
cycle.
yeah.
It's just another same thing. But now they're kind of changing a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out why is this changing or what in me is coming, what's mixing, what old things do I need to let go of that's mixing into my dream now? What's
Mhm.
bubbling under the surface?
Yeah.
You know, because I have no contact really with the source of my night terrors anymore. So
Right.
it's
Okay.
not that.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I'm like, what is inside of me that is
Yeah, why
causing-
is it right?
yeah,
Right.
why is it stirring now?
Is there some similarities? Is there something going on?
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
So
Something
that's
that's
what I'm
tying
picking
it.
apart,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, that's super
Because once I
interesting.
mentally know what the source is, I
Mhm.
tend to have them less and I tend to sleep better. Even
Right.
if I know it's coming, I'm like, oh, and I've figured out how to, this is creepy, but I figured out how to stop a dream. And another topic. If
Yeah.
y'all are familiar with astral projection, I do that a lot where I
Yeah,
see
I've been trying.
I've
yeah.
worked
Yeah.
on that.
So, but that's a thing. It's like when I'm stuck in a night terror, I tend to see me stuck in it. And then my husband gets me out of him really easily. And I can see me trying to get him to wake me up. Like it's bizarre.
Are
Like
you into
whole nother topic. Whole
lucid
nother show.
dreaming?
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
listen to stuff on the YouTube actually for astral and all that sort of stuff, lucid dreaming and all that stuff. That's what.
There's apps that you can download that you have to. It gets you in a cycle throughout the day, and it like alerts you, and it's like, are you dreaming right now? And you like it so that way, like it triggers to your sleep cycle, and so
Oh.
that way when you're in the dream, it teaches you, it gets you in a pattern to where you're supposed to eventually be able to, if it goes off or something, you hear it in your dream, and then you're like, oh, I am lucid. I'm actually dreaming, and you're supposed to somehow the routine is supposed to, you're supposed to help you trigger lucid dreaming.
That's interesting.
I did it, and unfortunately, it's like mindset. I got annoyed by it, and so I was like, yes, I'm fucking awake. I know that. Like, going back to the 50-50, are we in a simulation? Like, am I awake? No, but no,
Oh, yeah.
it is annoying. That's the only thing you have to get past. That it's mindset again, but
Mhm.
it's annoying as fuck because like every 2 hours, like, yeah, no, I'm not fucking dreaming. I'm typing on my goddamn computer. at work.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, I've worked on it. I haven't been able to. It just depends on when I dream. The big thing, the crappy thing is about, and it's not all the time, but weed smokers don't dream.
That's interesting.
There's the theory that
Really?
there's the theory that we don't remember our dreams because of short-term memory loss, but it's also there is a deal where occasionally, because it will, if I go to bed high,
Mhm.
I won't dream. Now, if I wake up in the middle of the night, and in my 40s, I wake up in the middle of the night because I'm going to the bathroom, and I go back to sleep, then I dream.
Me too.
But the initial,
Yeah, y'all
the initial sleep,
peanut fucking bladder.
Yeah.
the,
At le-
the
at least
initial
3
sleep, I
times.
don't dream. I don't. And it's also connected to not dementia, but something, I forget what it is. But
See, my thing is, I have such vivid dreams when I have them, but I can never remember them when I wake up, and it sucks because some of them are like so.
well, you
detailed.
need to like dream journal. Then you
Yeah.
gotta have it like
I
right
need-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to have
I,
some.
I dream really vividly, and sometimes I remember them, but sometimes my dreams are so realistic that when I'm awake, I don't know if I'm awake because I'll dream my normal life, like my day to day, and
Not me.
I'll be asleep, and I'm like, okay, which reality am I in? Like, am I awake, or am I asleep awake? Like,
That's how I know.
so-
Like I dream the weirdest shit. Like I dreamt once that we were fighting aliens, and you couldn't see him if you looked directly at him. You had to see him out of your peripheral vision. Like what the fuck? Like what does that even come from? What in my day
That was the
manifested that
LSD
fucking-
you took that night.
This was within the last 5 years, dude. I quit tripping a long time ago, man.
Okay, that was the angel dust.
Trust me, there's definitely no angel dust in my past or present. But no, I don't
Yeah,
dream
okay.
about, like, I mean, the realest dream I had, like occasionally I will, but the realest dream I had once was like my son got swept away in a tornado, and I was trying to catch him.
oh,
Yeah, that's just normal parents' fears. Like I want
Mhm.
to make sure I don't fail him as a parent and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have some weird fucking dreams. Like I'm usually like shooting lasers or doing something with the fucking military or something. So just stupid shit.
Or with the DC Comics.
No, I've never been a superhero.
Out of his eyes,
As much as I
wearing an S on his chest.
Yeah, as much as I wear Marvel, I've yet to have
Batman.
a superhero. I've been part of the team where I'm like fighting, but it's never superheroes. It's like a tack team or something or whatnot. But
No, I
that's-
thought it'd be with DC.
He loves DC.
Yeah, he does. He likes DC. All right. Well,
it's getting to be about that time.
yeah,
it's
it
about
is
that
that
time.
time.
Hey, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and turned the notifications, do so now.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and we'll see y'all next week. I think. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. You
And
next
we'd
week.
like to thank Jessica for stopping by the
Yep.
studio this evening.
Yes, she
Thank
was an amazing
you.
guest.
Thanks.
Thank you. Go check
That's
out her
wonderful.
website. Go check out all of her stuff.
Goldfield, last name, right?
Yes.
Jessica Goldfield. If you want to check out her Facebook, but you know she's got. And let's plug the website one more time.
One more time.
houseofself.net.
House of Self.
Yes.
Yep.
House of Self.
Do you have a? I mean,
.net.
is it connected to your Facebook?
Oh
and
yeah, I
everything?
have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the things.
Check her out on all the social
Snapchat.
media
All
platforms
the
too, as
things.
well.
all the things.
Book a healing session. She'll probably be able to point you in the right direction when it comes to crystals too, as well. But yeah, no, thank you for being here. It was a great experience. Great reading. Loved
Thank
it.
you.
I loved how it actually spoke to, for me, spoke to my love life 100%. It was freaking awesome. I don't know how everybody else felt about it, but yeah, no.
I have to go back. I already forgot.
I'm leaving.
I know. Thank God we did it on this recording so we can watch it
Yeah.
over. And
I'm
over and
leaving with a
over again.
smile tonight over it.
Thank
I
you.
think it was awesome. I have to shoot Ashley the picture of her reading. Since
Yeah,
I
I don't
got
know if she wanted the reading or if she wanted like
the cards. I
The
got
cards. Like
The
I didn't know if she wanted to
I
buy
shot-
the
I
cards. You
shot-
know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey, I
you
have
can
an
buy
idea.
'em.
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. I was like, wait,
There you go.
she said take a picture of the cards, and I'm like,
It might have
it
been
wasn't
a
necessarily
trio.
her.
Oh, I
cards.
thought she meant
Maybe.
of her cards. My bad.
Well,
Sorry.
I did too, but I was
Just
kinda
tell her
reading
look
it,
up
rereading it.
Oracle cards. I'm sure
Um,
she can Amazon them or something. Or do they have to be officially blessed or something? Okay, I'm just
Holy water needs to be drifted.
I mean, people do different things with them. I energy cleanse mine before I use them.
They
but-
only like I
you know.
like the reason I say that is because I would be willing to use a Ouija board from Walmart way before I'd use a Ouija board
For
that came from
someone.
Salem. You know what I mean? Like that's,
Oh,
Yeah.
witches are bad. Come on,
That-
guys.
but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
would be more inclined to be like, oh, that's Hasbro's or that's whatever game
Yeah.
in the, than one that was actually like blessed by a witch and like, yeah, we're gonna contact some shit tonight.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I am very much into the paranormal too.
Oh,
as
I
well.
would. I have ghost hunting gear. If you guys ever want to do a ghost hunting show,
Wait,
What?
what?
I
Do you
did
do
you
you
not
want?
tell them?
No, I did not.
So
tell
So
them.
I last
Oh
December.
shit! I have a feeling the show's gonna
Oh,
go for another hour.
God.
real,
Yeah.
real
I
quick,
have to
before
get
we close,
home, but-
before we close out, but last December I
We can
went
do
to-
this
I
next
went,
week.
I went to
Right?
the original
Yes, you
Conjuring house.
can.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
from the movies.
Mhm.
We did get some activity. Was there anything evil or demonic in it? Absolutely fucking not. I even talked to the owners beforehand, and I was like, "Do you feel anything malevolent in this? Well, since you've been here, since you've owned this?" He goes, "Man, we have to be here at least 6 months out of the year because of all the tours." He goes, "I wouldn't have my wife in this house if I felt something malevolent." And so I don't know how truthful the movie was, but whatever was there with us was not malevolent, and it didn't like me. It always ran from me.
Yeah.
Every
Of
time, yeah.
course, everybody runs from you because they don't like you.
Because I'm a big personality. I mean, it is what
Well,
it
No,
is.
ghost
of
hunting's a
course it
hobby
is.
of mine, and I've got a REM pod and some little pieces of gear. So
I
spirit
love
box,
it.
so-
All right. Well, we
Whole
can
nother
talk
thing.
about that.
All right, we gotta have a whole nother episode
Yes.
I
on
love
that.
it.
Yes,
Sounds
love
good.
it.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear some of the places you've investigated. I've investigated. Too.
Oh,
I'd love to hear
man.
your stories. That'd be
All right,
awesome.
y'all. There might be a part 2, so stay tuned.
You been to the baker yet?
Not yet.
Thank
Not
you
yet?
again for being
Okay.
here.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
I will
inviting me.
bust out all the camera gear, all the lights, all everything I got for real.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week. Yeah.
All right, next
That's all I
Tuesday,
got.
y'all, 7:00.
We don't see you before then. Catch you like COVID.
Hey, Patrick,
Yep.
do we have any guests?
Nope.
All right, cool. So if you're
I
available,
won't be here.
Andy won't be
I
here.
won't be here that night.
Oh, too fucking
Well,
I
bad.
actually have a work function. They happen every now and then. For
Too
some reason, they pick
bad,
fucking
too
Tuesday.
bad.
I got a text message from those life coaches tonight that are in town, and they're like, "Hey, da da da," and I'm like, "Sorry, you know what I do on Tuesday."
Okay.
so-
All right. Well, too bad. If she's here, she's here. Sorry.
I have a flexible schedule. I can come over multiple times. Like it's
Yeah,
not a big
yeah.
deal.
He's so hateful.
I know. I see this.
He
Why are you
is
hating on
angry.
him? No.
Because
you.
he's salty.
Because
Thank
he's
you.
an
I
asshole.
appreciate that.
All right, everybody. Patrick's giving me the cue.
Fuck.
Love y'all long time.
Wrap it up.
No,
Catch you
I'm
next
going like
Tuesday.
this.
He needs a wrap it up box.